Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sports Corner Live. I love it now. We've got a new countdown system, which is great because
I'm jamming
usually
to
at
it
the
as well.
start, it's always at the start, isn't it? No matter what podcast we do, usually I'm in a position where I'm like, I don't tend to know roughly when it actually goes live. So sometimes you can hear us halfway through a conversation. Now that solves the problem. But welcome along
I was going
to,
to say it's the worst thing when you're introing. If you do have a camera, so
yeah.
when you've got a camera, you click go live, but then you're looking at see if they're live, while you're not looking at your camera. Going, hello and welcome.
It's a nightmare. It's
It's a
so
drag.
bad. But welcome along to the Sports Corner Festival of Football 2020. We are back. It's been a couple of days since me and Roman last did a game. But of course, we've had some incredible Europa League games going on. Of course, yesterday, incredible night of fixtures. We're back for the final quarter-final fixtures. Of course, we're going to know by the end of tonight. I actually had to make sure for a second that it was the quarter-final, not the semi-final. Yeah. It is the quarter-final because, of course, tonight we will know who is in those semi-final games. As you can see on the screen, Shakhtar Donetsk face Basel and Wolves face Sevilla. But joining me, as always, I like to have an introduction at the start. We have Rowan. Nice. How are we doing, buddy?
Hello. I'm doing great. We got some great game. That Leverkusen Inter game was great last night. I'm hoping we get some good games. I watched Sevilla last round, and they were good. Region tore it up. But I think Wolves can really make an impact here.
Absolutely. Got fantastic games. Shakhtar, Basel, of course, kind of for two of us, we've already got a bit of background knowledge on those teams. We watched, of course, I watched the Shakhtar game against Wolfsburg. You watched that Sevilla game that they played off against Roma. And we've already got people in the building. How are we all doing? Bernaldo says, hello, boys. Højbjerg officially with Spurs. Spurs. Come on, you Højbjerg. Spurs. Oh, it's a good signing for you.
A lot. Quite more expensive than I thought it'd be, but...
Absolutely, but it's a first signing. You never know what could happen at Tottenham. But tonight's games, they're going to kick off in around 10 minutes' time. So we're going to go through the lineups in a moment, have a quick talk about the two games that are going on, our predictions, and so on and so forth. And who knows, maybe we might actually get penalties tonight. We had extra time yesterday.
Every game I predicted it. Every game I predicted penalties, and it's not come to it. It will eventually happen.
Surely it's got to be tonight. I've got a feeling it could be my game against Shakhtar. But Kieran said, how good is that countdown?
It's great, isn't it?
It's a lifesaver. It's a genuine lifesaver.
And even put our own music over it.
Oh, it makes it perfect.
Perfect.
Absolutely, indeed. And Bernardo's put, love that countdown as well. It is nice. We're going to be using it a lot more from now on. So as I said, we've got about 10 minutes until kickoff of these games. We're going to go through the lineups now, kind of have a brief look into these teams that are going to be playing tonight, of course. Four very interesting teams on paper. Two teams on the left-hand side, which I'll be watching tonight, that Shakhtar Basel game, who you could say are now the two biggest underdogs left in this competition. As for Wolves and Sevilla, two favourites potentially to win that tournament. Of course, Wolves only just getting through a tight, slender victory against Olympiacos. As for Sevilla, it was a fantastic result in that previous game. Bernardo says, need Rowan speed Davy with the countdown.
Things you can't see me, but I think Josh might have been able to. I was cutting major shapes when that 30-second countdown were going.
There was some serious moves. I had to kind of stop myself for a second. So I thought, if it gets to 0 and I'm bopping in the background, it's not going to look good. But here are the lineups for the first game: Shakhtar Donetsk and FC Basel, the two underdogs. Fun fact for you, whoever goes through tonight, that'll be the furthest that they've got in the competition for quite some time. So for Shakhtar tonight, they're going for 4-2-3-1. Not too many changes with their team tonight. Of course, if you did watch that previous game, Watchalong, one of the defenders, is suspended for tonight's match, got a red card against Wolfsburg. So that back line is looking like this. Piatov is in goal. Back four of Dodo, the young Brazilian fullback, Krvichov, Bondar, and Mativenko, who moves back into a left-back position in this game. Had to move into centre-back in that match against Wolfsburg. Kind of a midfield defensive two of Marcus Antonio and Stepanenko. An attacking three with two kind of, not necessarily cams, but wide wingers in Marlos, Alan Patrick and Tyson. And then up top, he scored 2 goals against Wolfsburg in that previous game. Junior Moraes, could he maybe score some more goals tonight? The opposition side, looking like this, FC Basel. We've got the young goalkeeper in goal. He's only 23 years old, Nikolic. He's been impressive so far in the tournament. Back four, Petretta, Van der Werf, Aldrete, and Vidma. Midfield three of Fry. He's one of the top scorers in the Europa League so far. Campo and Xhaka, of course, Granit Xhaka's brother. And then the front three, Palulu, Cabral, and Stocker. Interesting lineups for this game. 4-4-3, 4-2-3-1. Not really many changes for both sides tonight.
I don't really know many players. Obviously, I know on the Shakhtar side, way more comfortable. I know obviously Alexander Frey, but yeah, the Shakhtar side, they're more confident in knowledge. But I think this game is one of the ones that you said at the start can go to penalties. It's two evenly matched, two teams who don't really have much European pedigree, but have stepped up in this competition when they've needed to. Basel getting that great win over Frankfurt.
Absolutely. And it'll be a great game tonight. I think it's one of those ones, even as you've just said there, you don't really know what could happen. It could be a thriller. It could be a tight game. It could even go to penalties. Now, the other game, I would say is very unpredictable as well. Wolves taking on Sevilla. I'll let you go through the lineups for this one, Robin. So that's the Wolves one on the screen.
I'll copy on that, yeah. So you got Ruud Patricio in there, and then you've got Willabelly, Konakoda, and Roman Saiz at the back, playing sort of the three at the back. Then you've got Doherty and Vinagara on the sort of wing backs, technically, but yeah, they're up front. Then you got Donetsk and Dendoncker and Moutinho, as you said, and Ruben Neves. Then up front, Adama Traore and Jimenez. Adama Traore playing at that striker role today. Bold formation from Wolves.
Absolutely. I was going to say they're all these hands up in the previous game. Do you think they'll do it again tonight?
I'd do it. I watched the video and I was like, gee, imagine that. Imagine you're just passing it around your back and you look over and you just see Adama Traore just being oiled up. You're like, what the fuck is that?
Oh, there we go. These are the players that have got to fight against him.
I love Sevilla's team. You got Bunu in there. Love Bunu. Then Region, Diego, Carlos Koundé, and Navas. That defense who had an incredible game against Roma. Koundé nearly got a goal in that game, obviously, unfortunately. And you've got Jordan Fernando and Benega. And then up front, you've got Campos and Nezra and Suso. Perhaps the same starting 11 as last game. The very scary team.
These are two very, very good-looking sides. I think, as we said a moment ago, we've got two underdogs on the left-hand side, two teams that will, at this stage of the competition, considering the side of the bracket that they're on, will look at this and think we have a great chance. Remember, whoever wins this game tonight between Sevilla and Wolves will actually go on to face Manchester United. So we could have an All-Premier League semi-final. That'd be a great game to watch. Or we could have a repeat of one of the Champions League games of yesteryear. Of course, Man U faced Sevilla a couple of times. Sevilla, one of the biggest teams in the Europa League. They've won it 5 times already, including the 3 on the bounce. I want to ask you a bit about your game first. In terms of this match, who do you think's going to win? Have you got kind of a set idea in your head of who's going to kind of grab the game by the scruff of the neck?
I think these teams are so even. You look at sort of the both things. Sevilla played incredibly well against Roma. And obviously I'm going to have bias because I watched them. Wolves are a side who can step up if they need to. You look at the Europa Leagues. I think for me, this is the Leverkusen Inter game where you have both teams who were very level in terms of team, playing field, league, and stuff. And it can go either way. I think it's going to penalties. This I really do. I think Shakhtar Basel is a game where one team will snatch in 70th minute. But this Wolves Sevilla game, I think it's going to be so even. It's either going to go one way, 2-2 penalties, or 3-0 to Sevilla or 3-0 to Wolves.
Absolutely. I mean, Wolves, they weren't necessarily convincing in that previous game, Olympiacos. Kieran D watched that game. It was a very tight, tough, nitty-gritty game of football. Wolves towards the end. Olympiacos were really, really battering them with opportunities and eventually did win that tie. And of course, it's now single-legged. If you don't know, you weren't watching yesterday's games, there are no 2 legs in this part of the competition. So if teams are drawing, there's no away goals as well, so we will go into extra time or penalties, of course. If you missed yesterday's games, where were you? Incredible matches yesterday. Of course, Inter Milan beating Bayer Leverkusen 2-1. That was a great game of football. And Copenhagen putting in a quality performance against Manchester United. But ultimately, quality just came up trumps in that game, and Manchester United winning that one as well. In terms of the Inter game last night, How good did Inter look? Do you think they looked really good, standout performance, or was it a cagey affair, do you think?
I think Inter were definitely the better side. I think they could have won it way more convincingly, but Heredecke, he had a blinding game. We talked about the Copenhagen Johnson having a great game. Heredecke had a really, really underrated game for Leverkusen. For me, Leverkusen didn't look really that scary at their attack. I think Kai Havertz were the only one, whereas Inter, that front 2 pairing of Lukaku and Martinez can all of a sudden just switch on, and they've just got such a diverse pairing of the pace of Martinez, and that's like you see the Lukaku goal. It's prime Lukaku just using his body to his advantage. Inter Milan are going to be one of the scary sides in this competition, in my opinion.
Absolutely. And of course, for them as well, they'll find out who they play against off tonight in that left game on the left-hand side, Shakhtar Donetsk or FC Basel. So it's going to be a good game to football to watch on both sides. I'm going to be watching the Shakhtar game tonight. Roman is watching the Wolves and Sevilla game. The players are just coming out onto the pitch for the game on the left-hand side. I mean, this Shakhtar Donetsk Basel game, if you don't really know much about these sides, it really is an attack versus defence game. Shakhtar Donetsk, in their last 5 Europa League matches, there's been 3 or more goals that have been scored in their games. Wow. Not necessarily just by them as well. There was a 3-3 draw against Benfica in the previous round. In the second leg, there was the 3-0 win against Wolfsburg, a 2-1 win against Benfica as well. So they have got really good attacking talent. And of course, they showed it off in that previous game against Wolfsburg. As for Basel, defensively wise, they're much better. They've kept a clean sheet in their last 5 Europa League matches on the trot. They are 2 clean sheets against Frankfurt, a clean sheet against Apoel, a clean sheet against Trabzonspor. They are 2 very, very attacking and defensive-minded sides, and it's going to be a good game of football to watch because, as I said at the start of the show, these are 2 teams that, if they win this, it will be their furthest run in the Europa League in the last couple of years, of course. You might remember about 10, 15 years ago, Shakhtar won what was originally called the UEFA Cup before it changed to the Europa League. As for Basel, a couple of years ago, they did make the semi-finals as well, which I believe they got knocked out against Sevilla. So who knows what's going to happen tonight? It's going to be good games across the board, I think.
When you were doing that, I was jamming along to the Europa League theme. Better than the Champions League. Better than the Champions League.
It's dramatic, isn't it? I like it. It's tense. It gets you in the mood for it. I'm going to go through some of the comments very quickly, so I'm not neglecting everybody in the chat. Kale's put tasty ties, absolutely indeed. Chris Welch is in the chat. He says, hi, lads, hope you're well. Welcome in, Chris. So you're having a good holiday so far. He's put his predictions in the chat. He thinks Shakhtar are going to beat Basel 1-0. Either team. Wolves 1, Sevilla 1. Wolves to win on penalties. Maybe we might get penalties tonight. And Kale's put, kind of want Wolves to win the whole thing, have 5 English teams in the Champions League next season. Absolutely, indeed.
I think the biggest side is that left-hand side, because it's more or less guaranteed that Inter are getting through to that final. Look at him. Are we standing on our chairs for this one?
I'm trying to leg it without looking too awkward.
I think the left side is more favourable for Inter Milan, Shakhtar and Basel, not the same time as Sevilla, but they can provide a shock. There were points in that game where Inter's defence looked a bit ropey. Our game's just about to kick off, I think.
I think our game's about to kick off as well. Ooh. All set and underway for these games.
I'm gonna get. I think they're at Duisburg Stadium again. Love it.
I can tell you, we are at Schalke Stadium today.
Because it was the rock walls there. That's
absolutely
such a nice thing about.
They like to zoom in on it.
So these rounds in Germany, are all the Europa League games in Germany? What I like to see, but every single player taking a knee is something we haven't seen in the other games. I think in the Roma game it didn't happen, but I'm glad it's happening here. They're actually taking a stand.
Yeah, it's good to see, and I think as well, it's been very on and off with the drinks breaks. We haven't heard a great deal on what's happening there. I think last night, I think it was the United game, they had the drinks breaks, but the Inter Milan game, they didn't. So it's weird on how they've worked that, but it's good to see them taking the approach on the BLM movement. But the games have kicked off. Mine's just kicked off now.
I think it's all based on the weather. I think it's all based on mine has just kicked off. There we go.
Here we go then.
Move my leg.
Our 2 games are underway. Shakhtar and Basel alongside Wolves and Sevilla. We will know the lineup of the semi-finals that are coming up in just a few days' time, of course. Who knows what's going to happen in these matches. Kieran James Dillon's put, I think Inter have to watch out because Shakhtar are a good attacking side and Basel are very good defensively. Absolutely. Talk about Shakhtar on the attack already. It's Tyson bombing forward, lofts it into Alan Patrick, who tries to whip in the corner. Cross, and it is a corner, is what I wanted to say there. And
we've got Wolves stacking it. It's Adama. Cross comes in, backhand with the back post. And it's Jimenez, not back post, probably middle of the box actually, but it's Jimenez. Straight caught by Bruno, and Abanega's going to try counter attack it. Nice, slows it down. But good early chance there for.
Going to whip this corner in. If they can score a goal in the first minute here, we're going to be off to a thrilling start. Lofted by Marlos. It's in there and it's in the back of the net. We have a goal and it's taken the lead.
Come on.
It's Junior Mariah who scores the first goal of the game. And just like that, it is a lovely weighted corner. Corner, not cross. I want to say cross, not corner. It's a lovely weighted cross to the path of Junior Mariah, who's left completely unmarked. And he scored a fantastic 2 goals in that previous game against Wolfsburg. And they have opened the lead after 2 minutes. This tie is 1-0 already. Game on. And that is an absolutely outstanding cross from Marlos. And just looking at the replay now, the goalkeeper has to come out. I think the goalkeeper notices Junior Marash is making a run. He's completely unmarked. And by the time he's gone to him, it's in the back of the net. 2 minutes in, 1-0 to the good.
And Nesri, he puts it wide. I think he's already offside. But Jesus, what a start. It's the start you'd want if you're Shakhtar.
Absolutely. There was something in my head saying this was going to end 3-3. When I went to bed last night, there was just something saying 3-3 in my head, and I don't know why. It's one of these games where I think both sides are going to go into it and really, really give it their all, because, what's at stake here for both sides is their best finish in a European competition in terms of the Europa League for years. And they'll get remembered for that. And
they've got nothing really to lose as well.
Exactly. What a start, though. 3 minutes in, it's going to open this game up, and it's exactly what we wanted.
Really is. Stroud thing. I mean, this game's already been back and forth. Both teams haven't really won dangerous attack. We had an early cross and header by Jimenez, and then we just had Enes just booting it wide. But I mean, I think I expected my game to be a lot slower than yours.
Here comes Basel on the attack. It's lofted into the box by Palulu. Header there, it's at the back post, and he's just wide. And this was a great opportunity for the young Brazilian striker, who's called Cabral. He's at the near post. It's quite an awkward ball to get to. He gets his head on it, and it's just wide of the mark. And it could have been 1-1 after 3.5 minutes.
Both teams really going for it, which is probably what you want to see.
Absolutely.
As a fan. And as a viewer.
I think for a lot of people, I think most people tonight will probably watch that Wolves-Sevilla game because they know the teams, they know a lot of the players. It's games like this which I like because these are underdogs. I think for a lot of people, these are underappreciated sides, and whoever goes through tonight, who plays Inter, is going to have a very interesting game because I don't think Inter will walk all over them.
Free kick that came in. I don't know who took it, but Dendoncker there nearly just pokes it over, but he just pokes it over the crossbar, and Bono can't get onto it.
Good chance there, and Piatov, very lucky boy there. Cabral chasing him down. He was taking his time on the ball. It was a back pass from Mativenko. He just takes his time. Cabral's running towards him. Could have had an opportunity there to smash it into the back of the net.
So close there from Dendoncker. It's a great ball by Moutinho, and Dendoncker just tips it, and it just goes over the crossbar. Bono doesn't get a hand to it, and he goes out for a goal kick. But Wolves really giving it their all now.
It's a good start for him. Kieran has put Kunde looks like he's come straight out of Karate Kid. I said this before off stream. I love his afro. Cabral is through, blocked. Basel corner. What a first 5 minutes this has been. Both teams really going for it. Benaldo says, great goal by Shakhtar. Absolutely. I mean, the marking from Basel there, they've switched off instantly. And if there was one player you don't want to let through is Junior Marash. He scored countless goals this season. In fact, he's actually scored 24 goals and 5 assists in 37 appearances across all competitions. So he knows what he's doing. Corner lofted in by Basel.
I've just seen Kieran L's comment. I'm not doing it because when I was watching the other stream and he was going, Elaine, not to be confused with the one from Tracy Beaker. I mean, Bono is a more worldwide.
Jesus. Jesus. Oh, God, I'm not going to read that one out. You've seen it. You know what's there.
I know he's
I'm
so
not going to make the joke.
That's the worst thing. If you're laughing in his room going,
oh, God. Chris Welch just wrote, rest in peace, Basel. Now, I mean, I wouldn't call Basel out of it yet because, as I said, they've had 2 little opportunities themselves in the first 5 minutes. And it's a case for these sides, specifically for a team like Shakhtar. Don't get too over-enthusiastic in this first 5 or 10 minutes. You know, you're 1-0 up. The last thing you want to do is get a goal straight away. Another opportunity in your game?
No, it's a Campos just cutting through 3 Wolves defenders. But now it's a Wolf on a counter-attack. Traore does well there, passing to Jimenez, and Jimenez just absolutely loses it. But Campos just tearing up. I think it was Willy Bolle and Doherty. It was.
Unlucky there. Some good opportunities in these games. If you are new, by the way, thank you very much for joining us tonight. Hope you've enjoyed the stream so far. If you are new, as always, do leave a like and a subscription. We've got plenty more content to come in the Sports Corner Festival of football. And oh my God, I'm seeing what the comments are on right now. Kim James has put gutted we can't see Joey from Friends anymore. Chaos put Rowan, you are spot on. Proud isn't the word.
I know it. Thing is, the problem is now for this entire stream, I'm going to be looking at the player's name and trying to think, I can link this to something.
Oh God, you will get one by the end of the stream. You've got to. You've got 90 minutes. You might even have another half an hour potentially. You've got time in this one. Oh God, 7 minutes in.
He's got it in my head. He's living in my head rent free. I'm just staring at Conor Cody thinking, how does Conor Cody work into it? Willie Bolly's gone down here. I don't know whether it seems like an injury. It doesn't seem like he's in pain. It's just like, and I'm guessing we're going to get water breaks in this match, considering all the players are absolutely soaked already.
Yeah, there's a lot of soaked players in this match. Tyson's bombing forward. He's on the far left-hand side of the field. It's a good run from the Brazilian midfielder, but the execution of the pass towards Marlos doesn't come off. It is back with Shakhtar, though. Maybe an opportunity spurring in the next couple of minutes. Who knows? But as I said before, they have won the competition previously when it was known as the UEFA Cup in 2008-2009. They beat Werder Bremen 2-1. In terms of Shakhtar's highest finish previously is the semi-finals. That was in 2015-16. That actually was against Sevilla where they got knocked out in that previous game. So that wasn't Basel that was knocked out in 2015-16. And Daniela Buzigoli is with in the stream. Says, Shakhtar, I am with you. And what a start, Daniela. Fantastic start. From what would technically be the home side today, if this fixture was played in Ukraine.
So Willie Bolly's come off, but he's not limping anything. I don't know. I'm guessing he might come off and then come straight back on. It happened the other day with one of the other players. He came off and he came on practically immediately after.
Shakhtar coming forward here. Mativenko bombing up the pitch, tries to loft across into Ginamash. They've got another corner here, and this is their second corner. So if they could score again, 2 corners, 2 goals, you never know. But it's a lovely run from Mativenko. He's playing on the left tonight, usually plays the centre-back. He's a very diverse player. Surprised he's actually still at Shakhtar. I thought he was going to move to the Premier League back in January, but we've got a corner now.
Good Sevilla just testing this Wolves backline. Region's playing the ball over the top. He was never going to get to Emenezre, but I think he's just testing him just to see how they will defend it.
That corner, by the way, it was played short into the path of Dodo, the fullback, and it's gone straight back to Basel again. So no opportunity there, but still 1-0.
The Donetsk pitch seems so small compared to a lot of other stadiums.
I mean, it's interesting because I think Duisburg, are they in Bundesliga too?
Yeah.
It just shows the might. It's crazy because it just shows how big like second-tier stadiums are in Germany. The fact that they can run the Europa League there. You always expect big stadiums like, Turkey, Portugal. I think it was in Gdansk. It was originally going to be in one of the years as well in Poland at some point. They always tend to go big, and it just proves how big the stadiums are in Germany. We've got a free kick here.
But then you look at Union Berlin Stadium, and it's nothing amazing. It does look like a non-league stadium, just with a bit larger sides, but. Then you got Duisburg, whose stadium's lovely.
It is nice to see, and it just proves how well maintained and looked after the German stadiums are in terms of their attendance and that. We've got a free kick here, 10 minutes into this one, just outside of the box. Tyson and Marlos are standing over this. Alan Patrick as well, number 21, standing over this too. Alexa Vujicic in the stream as well. He says, incredible to think Shakhtar were 5 minutes away from getting knocked out. Now it looks like as if they've been in the Europa League semi-final. Well, it could be 2-0 here. Good chance for this to maybe get smacked to the back of the net. Alan Patrick's going to take it, lofted it, and it's hit a little bit too high. And Alexis supports well. Also, that Champions League group they were in might turn out to be the best one. Manchester City and Atalanta both in the quarterfinals with a legitimate chance to go through. And Shakhtar is a dark horse to win the Europa. If I was somebody running UEFA, I would organise all my competitions in Germany. They are flawless from that perspective. Big stadiums, great atmosphere, well maintained.
Yeah, sorry, Benega's just outside the box there, but he's given her options, and now he's had Adama Traore. He's still going. It's got to be a penalty. It's a penalty.
Is it?
I'm just seeing who he's carding. It's a yellow card by, I think it's for Jules Koundé. And Adama Traore is why he's dangerous. Takes the ball in Wolves on third, runs it past the halfway line, keeps on going. Well, it's not for Koundé. I don't know why they showed Koundé. Yeah, and he just speeds past them all. And Diego Carlos has to go for a last-ditch tackle. And it's a definite penalty.
It's that baby oil. They're struggling. 11 minutes
that's
in.
the thing.
Basel through. Basel in here. Good chance for Palulu. Oh, it's a fantastic save. I don't know whether the goalkeeper actually got
going to VAR.
Oh, it's lovely.
I think it's a definite penalty.
It was a good chance there. Palulu on the left-hand side, just cutting in. Thought maybe there was an opportunity there. It was an awkward angle to take the shot on, but he did indeed. I don't know whether Piato's made a save. He hasn't, no. So it's going to be a goal kick.
Check is over. It's definitely penalty. Diego Carlos probably didn't have any. He's looking to get yellow because I think it's a very big opportunity for Travis Scott. I think he doesn't give a red because Koundé's there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the baby oil technique. I think it's Diego Carlos who initially tries to make a tackle and he goes to tug on his arm and he just can't get hold of him. And now Jimenez stepping up.
This is a big chance.
Can he get Wolves' dreams alive? He steps up. Oh, he's saved by Bono! And it's
wow.
And that's a poor penalty by Raul Jimenez. He doesn't hit it with no power. And Bono just dives to the left side, parries it out, and is eventually kicked up. Just re-showing it here. It takes so long. Then Bono, boom, just dives left, just parries it away, and then it's cleared. I think that's by Koundé, and eventually it was missed by that was Dendoncker on the reply. But Bono makes save, and if you're Raul Jimenez, you should be scoring that. Now Sevilla going on the counter attack. It's Navas on the wing. He cuts inside, ball crossed in. It's a poor cross.
Oh, imagine that. It'd been like a knockout moment when D went up the other end there. Yeah. Incredible. But poor there from Jimenez. Alexis says Jimenez shanks it like David Batter. There's a corner here for Shakhtar. It's cleared away. I'll tell you what, with Shakhtar right now, they're battering them. But another chance?
Yeah, and I think, is that Jordan? I don't know who's hit it. But he's seen Patricio not fully with it. And he just puts it to the bottom left. Patricio eventually does dive to it and puts it wide. Parries it out for throwing. Who is that takes a shot? I can't say.
Kevin agrees with you. He says, awful penalty, not like Jimenez at all.
It takes way too long.
Shakhtar have got thrown in decent area. Dodo trying to lay it off. Poor pass from him there. Oh, he's got it back, though. Marlos on the far right-hand side. He had a great game against Wolfsburg, and he's giving it away as well. But, it's a big opportunity for Wolves to take the lead. It sounds like this first kind of 15 minutes, they've been dominating so far with chances. They've had a penalty. Raul Jimenez, of all people, you'd expect him to be the man to smash it into the back of the net. Misses against Sevilla, and it stays 0-0. And could that give the away side some confidence in this game to maybe go up the other end and score?
If Sevilla, you're going to be marking Adama Traore very tightly. I think people are watching this game. It was very obvious that baby oil helped, but his pace is just unmatched.
Got a question from Chris Welch, by the way. It says, thoughts on Macclesfield relegated Stevenage staying up with EFL winning appeal?
So what does that mean? Stevenage are staying up?
I assume so. Macclesfield relegated, Stevenage staying up. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, if they've won the EFL appeal, I suppose. The problem is the league finished early, so you don't know where teams were going to finish properly. But if they've won the appeal, it's fair enough.
Absolutely, indeed. I mean, it's one of those, and there's been a lot of clubs appealing and things like that. Some are going to work, some aren't, and it's big. It's big for a club like Stevenage. Very big for a club like that. It's a lot of money, especially with how football is right now with the COVID situation.
Yeah.
But Shakhtar coming forward again here, it really has been pure domination this first 15 minutes from the Ukrainians, of course, took the lead within the first 2 minutes, courtesy of Junior Mariash, who's been absolutely outstanding for them in the Europa League. And, well, if they do make the semi-finals, I praise them. I sang about them a couple of weeks ago, said they were going to be very big dark horses. And Inter Milan, they're going to have to watch out because you can't sleep on this side right now. But Basel, they're still in it. You cannot count them out. It's only 1 goal right now, and we're only 15 minutes in.
It's
like
plenty of time. They were close to being out of the competition, and now they're possibly going into a semi-finals.
I think as well, when Alexa said about the groups, the group that they had with Man City, Atalanta, I think there was one point where it looked like they were going to go through. But I think for them, it probably now looks better to actually be knocked out from the group stages to go into the Europa League than go into the Champions League. Because realistically speaking, they wouldn't have gone this far had they been in the Champions League.
No.
Basel coming forward here. Stocker with a chance. Corner.
Sevilla have had all the possession in the past 3 minutes since that penalty, but Wolves defending quite resilient.
Fair play to them so far. Sort that out. There we go. Alexis put Ukrainian football on a major rise with their national team having won the Euros qualifying group, and now they're trying to do what they did in 2009. Yeah, the Ukrainian national team, fantastic. They, of course, beat Portugal in that qualifying game. I think they had to win that one as well to go through. They're a great side, and I think especially at the Euros next year, they'll be an interesting team to watch, actually, because they've got some good players on there. And I think as well, for teams like Shakhtar, they're kind of changing now. The fullback, as I said before, Matavenko, he's young, he's 24. Rather than necessarily going for Brazilian players, we know him from the past for bringing in the likes of Marlos and Tyson, these young Brazilian players. They've still got that format, but I think they're trying to bring up younger Ukrainian players for the future. And it's working well so far.
How old's Piatov, by the way? He's got to be in his 50s.
He's, I think, 33, 34. He's in his mid-30s.
I feel like he's been around for ages.
He's been around for a long time, and even now he's an ever-present. 11 clean sheets in 23 starts in the Ukrainian Premier League, a couple of clean sheets. Of course, not really, I think, one clean sheet in the Europa League so far, and that's, of course, because they only came into this in the knockout stages. So if you include the Champions League in there, I think it is 2 clean sheets that they've had.
Who's Shakhtar's biggest rival in the Ukraine League?
I'd have probably said Dynamo Kiev.
Yeah, but is it Kiev?
Kiev are usually up there quite a lot. But I think it's very hard for them because there's some seasons where they do have tough battles, but there's a lot of times as well, as you'd expect them, where they, do go and walk the league. Mm-hmm. Which I expected 9 times out of 10.
With that penalty, by the way, apparently Nuno was complaining. He was complaining about that Bono was off his line, but VAR apparently checked and said it was fine.
Interesting one. Probably worth looking to see whether that decision is correct. I mean, VAR's checked it, but we know there's been some times where it's been a bit iffy. Alexis put some Brazilian players have Ukrainian passports. They fixed that issue pretty easy. Exactly. Look at the whole Marlos situation. Basel in right now. Junior Moraes with an opportunity. Oh, it's a good chance.
Basel, eh?
Lovely opportunity there. And Junior Moraes, a lovely crossed ball into him from, I think it was Matavenko who's bombed all the way up, crossed it into him. He's in the box. Bit of an awkward angle. He's got 2 defenders on him. Goes over the bar. Unlucky there.
You just see what I've seen.
I've seen that. Alexis put their biggest rival is Dynamo Kiev. There we go.
I'd like to clarify, not Wolves fans.
The Ukrainian league is a mess. Half the teams are surviving because Shakhtar loan in each club 5 or 6 players. How are they still performing this well is beyond me.
Why is it when we stream together, we just get stupid comments?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Keane, Thomas, Norman, Redman, Webster.
How many fucking names does he want?
Jesus Christ.
He's way up with hello, boys.
Oh, my God.
These bum boys are watching incredible games.
It's a shame your parents could not pick one name and they picked 7. Unlucky. But no, we're not Wolves fans. It's all right.
He did go. You lot Wolves fans. Nah, fuck it. I'll go straight in. Hello, bum boys.
Jesus. 73% possession for Shakhtar right now. Oh, my God. It's always, as you said, it's always one where we get the one comment. Oh, my God. Jesus.
Sevilla just passing around the back now. Try to move on, try it.
Oh, Basel are in. It's not Basel, Shakhtar, sorry, you're in. It's Marlos lofted it in, cleared away. It does come down.
Sevilla was a Campos 1-on-1 with.
Oh, it's a good chance, he's Sid. Oh, he's Sid. It's Tyson, he's 2.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, it's a bobbling ball, and Shakhtar have taken a 2-0 lead in this one. It is Fry, who's been outstanding for Basel throughout this tournament. He's been so good. And just like that, Shakhtar are 2-0 up after 20 minutes. Could this game be over already? It wasn't the most convincing of goals in the world. There was a slight deflection. Looking at the replay now. Just have a look at the replay, see what's happened here. So it's actually Junior Moraes, who's on the far right-hand side. Tries to whip it across into the path of Alan Patrick. He's in the box. Clearance there from the Basel player. It comes down to Marlos, lays it off into the path of Tyson. It's a heavy deflection from Alexander Fry. It will probably go down as an own goal, actually, and it's in the back of the net. It's Shakhtar Donetsk 2, Basel 0, and that is a major goal for the Ukrainian side.
We've just had a chance here. Cross comes in, but it was a Campos who went down. I think where is it? No, he's fine. He's running now. But God.
Alexis put, that still doesn't sound as long of a name as Jan Venegor of Hasselink.
Oh, Ricky van Wolfswinkel.
He might come on tonight, actually.
Oh, yeah. Is he at Basel?
He is indeed. There was that player last night for, I think it was...
He's got to be Copenhagen.
Copenhagen, yeah. There was Papagiannopoulos.
He's got nothing on Taz Mardakunis. It's called Mardakunis, but because it's the Australian commentators, when he scored at the weekend, Bono comes out.
Palulu's in. Oh, it's a poor touch from Palulu. And just very quickly, sorry to put in there. I don't like... I looked at Palulu before this game, actually. He's playing on the left-hand side. He's not been too good for them this season, in fact. 33 games, 1 goal, 3 assists. He plays at left wing and striker. He's Angolan-born, French citizenship. 6 games in Europa League, no goals, no assists. Somehow, they keep picking him. Poor touch there from him. Had a good chance. And Anna Thomas has put, hi, Keane. Wagwan. Oh, God. Bloody hell.
There's a Campos now. He's back on it. Not you, Siri. Not you. It's all right. I know.
Oh, God. You don't get this content anywhere else, I'll tell you. You wouldn't get this on Soccer Saturday, would you?
I want to know who's calling a tic-tac here. Because, in my opinion, you don't look like a tic-tac, and I don't.
You need to tell us, Aled, which one looks like the knobhead. You've got to tell us.
The knobhead?
Alexa Rudy says Greek and Polish names in general. Mandem Dare said some rubbish. Yana Stan. Oh, God. Jesus.
That's a real name.
Bloody hell. Shakhtar 2-0 up. Still 0-0. Wolves v Sevilla.
Suso cross it in. Back post! Ooh.
It'd be nice to see as well in the comments tonight, who would you like to win these games? Of course, I know Shakhtar are 2-0 up, but if you're a Basel fan, tell us in the comments if you want Basel to win this game. There's still time. I'd be interested to kind of see who everybody's kind of repping tonight in these 2 games so far. No comment yet from Aled, by the way.
He's quivering.
He's processing the decision. Here come Basel on the attack. It's been a really poor game for them so far. Lovely passing to Stocker. Lofts it into the box. It's a poor ball into the path of Cabral. Comes back to Stocker again. Trying to pass it into the other fullback. Comes back to Stocker. Claiming for a handball on the edge of the box. Referee plays on and Shakhtar can counter-attack in this game. What's going on in this chat? What's going on?
King's brought his mates.
I want to know, for the boys who've just joined, who do you support? You've got to tell me, who do you support? You've got to tell us.
Oh, ball comes in deep.
Bloody hell.
Break it on. Oh. William loves some things up his bum as well, apparently.
Wales goal for Madrid.
Possibly Lego. Who knows? Dam plays through Jimenez and he goes out of play.
Oh, God. We're not even half an hour in, and this is probably the most I've chuckled on this so far. Jesus. Here comes Basel on the attack again. Good opportunity. Fry, who needs to make up for his mistake not too long ago. And it doesn't come to anything. Just look at the chat right now. United because Wolves are wank. You're through to the next round, though. Well done last night. Well done. And Chris, I'm hoping Wolves win the whole thing. Oh no, Chris, don't start on them. The boys are here. Don't start on them, Chris.
You've brought a bunch of people. You've said that when there's a bunch of people who hate Wolves.
Oh, are we talking about support of teams played tonight or my club in general? Both. And then there we go.
I was trying to figure out if there was an in you.
I don't want to pronounce it bad. Fry's got a yellow card here, by the way. Going to not been a good first 25 minutes for him.
Seames Bay.
Seames Bay.
Line Ahmed.
On the attack.
Line Ahmed.
It's nice to see the.
There you go, Chris. You brought it on yourself. Oh,
we said to you, Chris, don't say anything.
We said to you, Chris, scuffed it.
Oh, and Nesri, he had a good game in that first one. What's he been like so far in this match?
He's been there. He has been there. Ball goes through. I don't know who plays him through. I think it's Sousa, but Nesri just completely scuffs it wide.
We've got a chance here for Shakhtar again. If they can make it 3-0 before half-time, then Basel have got the biggest uphill struggle I think there will ever have been. Of course, if you're 3-0 down in a single-leg fixture, it could quite easily be one of the best comebacks in recent European history, with it being a single leg. But with the way it is right now, Shakhtar, they look so dominant, so calm, so comfortable. And my lord, the chat right now, Chris, usually we tell you no, but this is the one time we're like, no, don't start on the boys.
Why would you do it when the first comment was hello bum boys? Oh. You Wolf supporters. Luckily we're not Wolf supporters.
Oh, bloody hell.
And I love the comment from man's not verbal in real life. Not many people are.
Alexis put, tonight I'm supporting Shakhtar, I guess, but generally I would support Partizan Belgrade.
Oh, Landudno. Is that how you spell it?
Landudno.
I know that's Landudno. I thought it was on about the team sports. That's ambitious by Moutinho. Just takes a shot outside the ball. You see me sweat pits. It's absolutely roasting here.
Oh, God.
Right,
here we go. Go corner for Basel. They need to score this. It's one of their first corners of the night. It's going to be whipped in by Campos, the Swiss midfielder. He's hit it to the edge of the box, and it's a waste. I think there was a foul in the box. Referee's given a free kick to Shakhtar. He's seen a push, and that is an absolute waste of a corner from Basel. Unlucky there.
Yeah, both these teams, you had obviously the penalty, but that is it. Like nothing else in this game.
Yeah, it's been a bit quiet for you so far. Wolves in that first kind of 15 minutes dominating that game. Would you say he's kind of got a bit more Sevilla's way now?
Pardon me. Sevilla really finding the feet now. Wolves haven't really had an attack in a while. Sevilla haven't had an attack of anything of much consistence.
It does look like, we've got loads of time left, of course.
That's
We've still
a
got
great
an hour
ball.
left.
Keeps it in. Doherty gets pushed out, and Doherty pushes Region down there, and he's calling for it, but nothing does come of it.
Unlucky there. Unlucky. We're about to reach the half-an-hour mark in my game. 2-0 Shakhtar right now. It's been a fantastic first half of football. If you're a Wolves or Sevilla fan, it's a tight game so far. If you're a Man U now fan, actually, I'll tell you what, the Man U fan in the building, who would you rather face? Would you rather face Wolves or Sevilla? I'm guessing probably Sevilla. Shakhtar on the attack again. Good chance here. Alan Patrick, who's had a good start to this game so far. Into Marlos on the right-hand side. Into Marcos Antonio.
As I said, I'm going to start beef, but United didn't have really the best game against Copenhagen. I think the United fans probably can admit that.
In the box, Rice! Oh, it's a good save. There's a massive, massive save from the goalkeeper there, because I tell you what, if that was in the back of the net, it's game, set and match. It is an absolutely outstanding save from Nikolic. Marcos Antonio lost it into Junior Moraes, who doesn't have much of time to get on the ball there. It's an awkward angle. He takes a shot on, and the goalkeeper has to dive to his far right-hand side. It's an outstanding save from the young goalkeeper, and that keeps Basel in the game. Still 2-0.
We talked about Wolves' as strange formation, playing three at the back, but it's actually paying off because they're putting it's five at the back. So when we're in that attack, this five-man defense just really pushes Sevilla to basically go back to nearly Bunu and Koundé.
Yeah, that's what we said at the start. I thought, of course, we always know them to go five at the back. And technically speaking, it is a five at the back formation with the way that they play. But Roman Saiz playing at centre back is an interesting choice.
Yeah.
Adama Traore up top. I think they've seen something in Sevilla's play that they can exploit potentially.
Yeah.
Just look at the comments right now. Chris Watchers put, it was just my opinion. Don't want United to win anything. People don't like it. Tough luck. Got a free kick, by the way, for Shakhtar on the edge of the box. But another put, won't matter. Penalty FC. And Daniel said, I would like to see the game between Shakhtar and Inter. It'll be a great game of football. Lofted in by Marlos. Poor cross.
Very interesting game. What day is it today? It's Tuesday, isn't it?
It is Tuesday indeed.
Got some more good games. Oh, Bunu has been there. You go. We've got some good games coming up though. This week we go back to Champions League fixtures.
Absolutely.
Tomorrow. There you go.
Perfect timing. There you go. To give you a quick look down on the fixtures coming up tomorrow. I'll be live with Kieran L for Atalanta versus PSG. It's attack versus attack. The next day after that, it is attack versus defence as Leipzig take on Atletico Madrid. Diego Simeone, of course, beating Liverpool a couple of months ago. Can he knock out Leipzig without Timo Werner? 14th of August, Clash of the Titans. Barcelona take on Bayern Munich. It's going to be a great game of football on the 14th of August. And the 15th of August, 10 the quarterfinals. Man City take on Lyon. And of course, you can see at the bottom of the screen, 18th and 19th of August, semi-finals. Little chance there for you, Roman?
Yeah, Campos goes down outside the box, but Navas keeps on playing. He puts a cross in, and Nesri can't get onto it. As that's a great tackle by Koundé. He's just proper gone into Jimenez, but he's stuck a foot in and got the ball, and he's planted Jimenez at the same time.
Valentin Stocker getting a corner here for Basel. He's probably been the brightest player on the pitch for the away side right now. They need to make the most of these set pieces. They've got some good tall players. It's lofted into the box. Drops down for Palulu. Keeps it in play. Lovely touch. Lofts it back into the box again. Piatov, lovely save. And it's into his hands. Good chance there for Basel, but nothing coming of it.
Navas has done incredibly well here. He puts the ball in. Nesri at the back post, and it's cleared by Bolle. What's it called, though? Navas there, giving no options, and he gets past, I think that's Vinagare. And then I think Moutinho comes in, also does this, and he gets past them both, puts cross in. Nesri jumps off, but Bolle does eventually clear it for a corner.
Chris Welch has said, I think Anthony Martial would be a good actor on Coronation Street.
Gail Plattsland lost son.
Oh, my Lord. I shouldn't be laughing as much at that. Jesus Christ.
We're just getting as many English references as we can in. As Sevilla have got this corner. It'll be Benega who steps up, take it. It does. Cross comes in.
Daniela Buzzagoli, by the way, has put, I'm Ukrainian this game for me. It's been such a good game, Daniela. I'd be absolutely buzzing if you're a Shakhtar fan. Fair play. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. Jesus.
Chris, I think you're forgetting
Bruno Fernandes take penalty v Sevilla.
One of the men is a United fan on this channel.
Oh, dear. There's a war of words starting in this chat. 33 minutes in, Shakhtar 2, Basel 0. 2 goals in that game so far within the first half an hour. One of them from Junior Moraes. The other goal will probably count as a Fabian Fry own goal, I think. If not, he's going to go to Tyson. Great start for them. Wolves Sevilla 0-0. Missed penalty from Raul Jimenez within the first 15 minutes. It seems to be very even now in the match.
I'd say it's been more severe, if anything, now. Really but the Wolves are so dangerous on that counter-attack with Adama that a goal could come in. Is it Vinagare?
Or the goalkeeper's bundled it! Bloody hell.
Is it Vinagare or is it Vinagre? I don't know.
I think it's Vinagre. Ruben Vinagre. It's true. I think it's how it's pronounced. It's weird because Bruno Fernandes always says his pronunciation is Bruno Fernandes.
Fernandes?
Yeah, so
Vinagre. I don't know. I'll just keep on pronouncing it differently. What's Bembo
change it up every time. Bembo's put, I know this is nothing to do with football, but I want to tell Roman that Ferrari appealing the Racing Point brake ducts.
Ooh, are they? Well, I know that we're appealing theirs. Yeah, appealed.
Yeah.
Because I know that a lot of teams, obviously, Racing Point got the 15-point. This has got nothing to do with football. I know Racing Point got the 15-point deduction, and I know that I think 6 teams backed them, and 4 teams are against them, or 5 and 5. I know Renault was obviously the one who lodged it, and I think 4 teams or 3 teams back Renault, the rest back in Racing Point. But if they're appealing the brake ducts, it's strange. I mean, Ferrari Seb not having the best car. Back to football. Thank you, Bembo. I appreciate it.
Keep you up to date with our while everything's going on live. Basel coming on the attack again here. They've been really, really poor, and I think it proves what I said at the start. It's very attack v defends. This, Shakhtar very attacking minded. Basel they've not been defensive, I'd say tonight, but they've been very poor on the attack, and it proves when you look at the attacks of the two sides that Shakhtar's attack just looks miles better on paper than Basel's, and it's proven.
I found out it's Vingara.
Vingara.
That's how the commentator said it, so that's how I pronounce it. Because he's just done some bit of step overs. Tries to cross the ball and it goes straight to the hands of Bono. But
we've now got everybody thinking about footballers in Coronation Street. Kieran's put, I think Salah wouldn't be bad for Corey either. And Chaos put, I think Sean Dyche wouldn't be bad for
I can
Corey
see Sean Dyche working in taxi rank guy, working in garage. Perfect for Sean Dyche.
Oh, God. Basel, good chance to maybe attack here. Referee's giving a free kick to Shakhtar. And it's offside as well.
Oh, Region's stolen it here. But there's no one there. Region cuts it back now to Ocampos. Ocampos now, and Sevilla have ended up going back. But Region sort of dinks it past Doherty. Then there's no one there left for him to cross it in a play. So eventually, pass to Ocampos, who takes it back. Speaking of Ocampos, he's on the ball now. And he's done in Dendonka. No, we haven't.
Welcome to the stream, Jessalyn. He says Sevilla. Keep a tight lip there. Shakhtar on the attack again. Marlos, into the box. Oh, it's a fantastic save from the goalkeeper. He needs to make some clutch saves.
Just shoots. It was inside the box. Just shoots wide. Patricio, I think, have it covered, but I'm glad that Sevilla actually tested Patricio now, making him dive. There's only been really 2 opportunities where they tested him. But yeah, finally testing Patricio to make sure he's on his game. Just goes
Nikolic was tested there. Marlos outside the box onto his favoured right foot, takes the shot. Good save from Nikolic at the bottom left-hand side of the post, goes out for a corner, which they've taken short here, and they're just taking their time. But good save there from the young goalkeeper. Jesselyn's put Basel actually trashed though. Yeah, they've been really, really poor so far. And I think when you look at the side on paper, they're not necessarily a good side. I kind of looked at this team in general. Fry, who is on a yellow card right now, I think one of the goals will be classed as an own goal, has scored 5 of their goals. And they're very, very gritty with their results. It's always, usually 1-0, 2-0 wins or 1-1, 2-2 draws. Nothing ever too expansive in attack. While Shakhtar, they just keep flying with the goals right now. As I said, last 6 games, they've had more than 3 goals, and it could be this one as well.
Mm-hmm. And it's Region again on the wing, crosses it in, and nothing comes of it again. As Benega shoots, and Patricio collects it.
I was going to say, has it been a good first 40 minutes for you? Has it been kind of just a bit quiet?
It's been strange because both teams have had Spurs. Wolves definitely the first opening 15 minutes, but then Sevilla have been putting in attacks and putting in balls, but nothing's come. None of the Sevilla players have actually got the head in it or even knocked it towards Patricio.
Stocker on the attack for Basel here. Maybe another good chance for him. It's been that bright light tonight so far, and when I mean bright light, he's probably the smallest of bright lights. He's been all right. A couple of decent chances to feed his team in, but here comes Shakhtar on the attack again. It's Tyson cutting in into the middle of the box. He's right on the edge of the box, lays it off into Junior Moraes. Now back to Tyson again. Lovely work here from Shakhtar. Lofted towards Mativenko. He's really attacking tonight, and I tell you what, his crosses have been fantastic. Now to Alan Patrick, edge of the box, takes the shot. Oh, he's hit the bar. Back to Junior Moraes, takes on the volley, and goes out for a corner. Oh, my Lord. Well, that would have been one of the goals of the knockout stages so far. Lovely, lovely curling effort, and the goalkeeper was beaten. Comes off the inside of the post. Moraes with a volley. Good block. On for another corner. It's a sweaty one tonight, isn't it, Rowan?
I don't know. We're trying to see. Yeah, we're all right. We're okay. And now we'll try to put another ball in, and he can't. Suso!
Alexis, but don't think Basel can do much better than they've done, and I absolutely agree with you. Corner's been lofted in towards the back post. Mativenko trying to head onto it. Cleared away. And the chance goes wide. And Chris has put, let's hope VAR is working properly and referees are away tonight. I do kind of hope your game goes into extra time.
Yes, I mean, Suso's just took a shot, and I think he's going into Sais's face, but he's took it like a champ.
Fair play to him. I mean, he's not as bad as the previous game against Shakhtar. I think it was one of the defenders took it to the certain private area, not once, but twice.
Oh.
Not nice at all.
No one ever wants it there. There's a Navas. I can't control it.
Yeah, I'd like just one of our games to go to extra time.
I mean, Vinograd's done amazingly, and Jimenez has juked out Koundé. Jimenez he's not through. He's done poor there. He's gone for a free kick. Koundé's made an incredible retrieving tackle. Jimenez really, when he's been running with this ball, he's losing it under his feet. He's just not getting it under control. And you see earlier from Adama when he won the penalty, he kept still maintaining his pace, but keeping the ball under control. And I think Jimenez is having that problem right now.
Yeah, it sounds like he's being very quiet. And I guess as well that penalty the miss of the penalty is not going to help his confidence a great deal. A goal or assist to probably do him good and really boost his confidence up. But on the other part, I noticed the Europa refs have been going to the monitors more often. Yeah, they have. I think, did they go to the monitor last night in the Man United game a couple of times?
No, for the penalty. I think it's more now just for assurance. I know that in a lot of other sports, the referees, the VAR, the whatever, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They always ask for the referee's insurance more than the football referees do. And I think sort of now they're asking for it just because so the VAR's not being blamed because sometimes the referee can overturn a decision. And,
Absolutely. Yeah. I think it's good to see as well and go there just so then they're not just relying on the the people who are working on VAR's decision. It's always better because they went to it actually last night. I forgot in the Inter Milan game as well. There was the penalty late on for Inter Milan, I think, where they kind of checked that one up and saw the handball on. I think it was Skriniar. It was down, and that was a great decision from the ref. And we've got an argument in the chat now about penalties. Liverpool fans never complain when it helps them out. To be fair, I don't think any fans complain when it helps them out, to be honest.
Benaldo backing that up. And Chris Brown, neither do United fans. Benaldo backing that up as well.
I mean, Kieran said last night it was soft. But to be fair, let's be real. Man United, they were dominating that game. It was only a matter of time that they were going to score. We've got a free kick here, by the way.
I think with that, it was all to do with...
Played away.
It's all to do with referee's discretion. I don't think it's a penalty. I think it's very soft. But the referee may have thought there was something else at play.
Absolutely.
Which is fair enough. And if there is a clear touch... You can give it as a penalty, and then it's all to do with the fans. It's all, oh, well, he's going down easy then. But if there's contact, they'll go down, unfortunately, in football.
Well, exactly. But that's, as I said, the thing is, no matter what club, if, let's say Basel get a penalty tonight and there's a decision that goes Shakhtar's way, or let's say, Sevilla get a penalty, no fans will complain. If you're the fan of that club, you'll never complain about it. No. I mean, after the game, you will say, I'll put my hands up maybe and say, yeah, okay, that's the wrong decision. But when the game is on, you're not ever going to go, oh, that's not a penalty. Give it, give the ball back to him again. And Chaospot, I complain, United have 21 pens this season. We've had 21 in 15 years. Oh, God. Basel on the attack. Campos bombing forward.
The goal summed up was last night when the penalty was given, Kieran screamed, that's a hard penalty. And then after the penalty gun and stuff, and he changed the remote, Jay went, "Oh yeah, that's very soft." I think when you're a fan of the club, your emotions will take over. I know, definitely in the Euros when England were giving decisions, I don't think should have gone away. We were never going, "Oh, what are you doing? That's definitely not a penalty." Definitely a penalty. That don't see anything else.
Yeah, exactly. Spot on with that. It's not like you're going to say no. Stop the penalty. We don't want it. Give it to give the advantage to the opposition side. You're always going to say, that is a penalty. And then after the game, you look at decisions and you think, well, actually, do you know what? Maybe it wasn't. But at the end of the day, as I said, United, they were going to go on and win it last night. Let's be real. The Copenhagen players, they look tired. They look knackered. And maybe we might see that in your game. If it stays 0-0 and maybe we're going to extra time or penalties, we could have two teams that have been into extra time.
0-0 is going to really test the managers with Nuno and Lopetegui. Just because they've got to say something, and Sevilla have had attacking chances, but no one's getting on the end of them. And when Wolves do a thing, Jimenez has lost under his feet. But one problem that Sevilla are going to find is Wolves have got so many men in the box when they put in corners that they're never going to win it. I think
do you think Wolves' depth as well might cost them? Lack of depth.
Yeah. I think Sevilla have got. Okay, well, I didn't actually look at the subs bench for both these teams. Actually, I can load up on my PC. I did try to use my Xbox controller to move my PC. So, well, you look at Wolves. You got Jordao, Neto, Gibbs White, Jota, Rudy, Campana, Kilman, Boer, Sondergaard, Marquez, and Richard. You see, you probably say Jota, Neto, Jordao, maybe, but then you look at the Sevilla bench. You got Vlacic, Gomez, Munir, Esquerdo, De Jong, Torres, Vasquez, Rodriguez, Lara, Diaz, Rodriguez, Perez Rico. Both subs bench are not that fully fleshed out. But it's all to do with stamina, definitely, in this game. 100%. Whoever's got the best stamina will win the game.
We've got
We get
about
1 minute at a
15
time.
seconds left. We've got a minute added time as well. I'll look at the comments in a second. I'll talk through that at half time. Gives us a little bit of a talking point. But it's been a very interesting first half, this one. Because it said Shakhtar dominating this game. The referee has indeed blown his whistle in this match. So at half time of this game between Shakhtar Donetsk and FC Basel, it's Super Shakhtar right now. They're 45 minutes away from a semi-final against Inter Milan. They're 2-0 up currently. Tyson and Junmarash with the goals in this one. Basel looking very, very poor so far.
They're going to have the work cut out for him.
I think there's more goals in this game. I generally do think it might end 3 or 4. It's been very poor so far.
My hair was pissing me off. I could see it on there. Because it's drenched under the hat.
It's really warm, innit? It's really, really warm. It's not nice.
Even sunny, it's just clammy. Look, you can see I've got my window open there. And it's not doing anything.
It's really bad. Is it half time in your game?
Yeah, it's just a whistle's just gone. Lopetegui's gone straight in. Yeah.
There we go. So half time in our game so far in the Europa League. It's Shakhtar Donetsk 2, Basel 0. Talked about that one a moment ago. Great game so far for Super Shakhtar. As for Wolves, you could say it's worrying Wolves because they're 45 minutes away from getting knocked out. But same as Sevilla as well. They could get knocked out. It all depends. It's a tight match, 45 minutes of that game left to go there. And hopefully maybe we might have another extra time or maybe even penalty shootouts to come, fingers crossed.
Sure.
Very quickly, Ash, who do you think has been the better side so far?
Sevilla. Yeah, Wolves are great on the counter-attack, but Sevilla have just mounted so much pressure on this Wolves defence. Wolves defence, the 5 at the back is working for them. They've definitely gone to a 5 at the back for sure now with Vigrana and Doherty, both just going back into the natural positions. But again, because Wolves have got so many at the back, it's hard for them. Sevilla, what they did against Roma was they put them crosses in against that 3-man Roma defence, and it were working. They were getting attempts on target, or they were getting at least shots, and then now it's not working. So I think they're going to have to adapt it up a bit.
Absolutely. 45 minutes left to go of that one. Just a quick thank you to everybody. I had a lot of likes, a lot of viewers over the last couple of days for these streams. If you have enjoyed it and you are new, it'd be greatly appreciated if you do leave a subscription. As always, we are 1 subscriber away from the 650 mark. So you could be that person to lift us to the 650. So it'd be greatly appreciated if you do. Just a quick heads up again before we talk about a couple of the talking points over the last couple of days. We have more content to come on our Sports Corner Festival of Football. Over the next 4 days, we've got incredible matches. The Champions League is back for the quarterfinals. Tomorrow night, I'll be live with Kieran L for Atalanta versus PSG. Of course, Atalanta, they finished, I think, 3rd in Serie A this season. PSG, they've not played for a couple of months now in a competitive game. It's attack versus attack. That'll be live tomorrow from 7:45, kick-off at 8 on the 13th of August. Leipzig take on Atletico Madrid. It's attack versus defence in that match. Going to be interesting. And it'll be KL and Rowan watching that game. And then it's Kieran D and me for Barcelona versus Bayern. That's on Friday night. It's 8 p.m. kick-off for that one. Clash of the Titans. It's going to be a great game. And then finally, to end off the quarterfinals on Saturday, it'll be Kieran D and Rowan for Manchester City versus Lyon. Of course, Manchester City, they're hungry to win a Champions League. As for Lyon, could they knock out another one of the big sides? Of course, plenty more games to come. Going to be some good matches. Hopefully, we get plenty of goals as well. So they are the quarterfinal fixtures, of course. Semi-finals still to come over the next couple of days too. But we'll find out what happens with those fixtures across the week. So we're going to have a look at the comments now and kind of talk through the situation that people are talking about right now. There's a very big debate with a lot of people right now talking about the whole Manchester United penalty situation. Alina has joined the stream, says, "Hi guys, I'm with Shakhtar. Hope to see the game between Shakhtar and Inter." Welcome to stream, Alina. What a start. You've had 2-0 up. And hopefully you can grab some more goals in that one. Shakhtar and Inter, be a great game indeed. But looking at the comments, Chris has put, Chelsea will put massive bid in for Copenhagen keeper after one game. Kieran has said, if a wrong decision is wrong, I do always say, even if it is for my side, I apologise for our players being fouled in the other team's box. With Alexa then saying, hilarious that both United and Liverpool fans are complaining about pens when they both get a lot of penalties because they keep attacking and creating chances. VAR is helping both of them if we really want to analyse it.
Yeah,
it's the right decision, isn't it?
I think when you're fans of lower leagues, for me the VAR do it. I don't really care. It's not affecting my team, so
It doesn't really affect us a great deal, to be honest. I mean, Alexis put again, Leicester had 18 penalties in their title-winning season, and nobody complained. It's just the toxic fan bases that want to argue about who gets favoured, when in actual fact they both get favoured. And then Chris came back with VAR should still be scrapped. It's not going to be Premier League. VAR should still be scrapped, but it's not going to be. Premier League won't allow it to be scrapped.
This is where I
You have to deal with it. I disagree as well.
Because VAR, again, I've said it so many times, it works in every fucking other sport. Tennis, rugby, cricket. It works in all of them. It's just because referees are inept.
It is poor. It's poor refereeing. Take tennis, for example. They've got the Hawkeye system. Works spot on every time. There's never a mistake in it. The problem is with VAR, it is the people behind it. But at the same time, look at the amount of decisions it's made correct. Take, for example, last night, the decision of the Inter penalty at the end. The handball on Skriniar, I think it was. Right decision. Yeah. Nobody noticed it. Yeah. And it was the best decision possible.
Well, if you want to the only sport you could compare it to where the referee talks to another referee is rugby. And luckily it's Spartan back coming on Friday. Can't wait. Played Sailor playing Quins. But yeah. And I think one thing that Premier League needs to implement is you can hear the referee speaking to the fourth official, the VAR, because it does clear up things. Because you might hear the referee like speaking to him, but you don't know what he said. I know in rugby, they'll go saying, "Oh, can you check that, please?" And the referee will just sit talking to his assistant, and the VAR eventually will come back and go, there's no clear grounding of the ball." And blah blah blah, and then the referee will go, "So you recommend a scrum?" And they go, "Yes." And if a clear decision is not made, they say, "Go with your original on-field decision." But obviously with rugby, it's harder because there'll be players on the ball and covering. So with rugby, you just need that clear line of communication of where the VAR can go, right, there is a clear contact on the leg, but before there is a clear handball or something, just more just more contact.
I think Alexis put it perfectly. The concept works. The implementation of it is flawed. There's times where... Yeah, that's all right. There's times where it does work. There are times when it's worked. You know, as I said, last night was fantastic. It worked well. It could have... You know, I know Leverkusen went out, but the whole penalty... that was disallowed, not disallowed, sorry, wasn't given because the handball. Decisions like that people just don't see. But other times, it is the people behind it. Justin's put, want to hear their nonsense. Let's make the home fans vote. Fucking hell. But no, it's been a great set of games so far. We've got the two games at halftime currently. Alina up in halftime, not bad 2-0. Great performance for Shakhtar so far. And I tell you what, they look so confident right now, this Shakhtar team. And if I was Inter, they've got to watch out, because if there's one thing that this Inter Milan side is doing right now, they're putting their chances away. And while Inter Milan, they've done well in this tournament so far, there's been multiple times where they actually haven't made the most of their opportunities, although they did look quite convincing last night against Leverkusen in their game. But what a half it has been for Shakhtar. And in terms of a Basel comeback, they could still do it. 45 minutes, 2-0 down. It is possible. It'd be a very, very good comeback indeed. But with the way it is right now, it's looking like it's going to be very, very hard indeed. Kale's put Juventus Lyon was a shambles decision-wise. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. That was probably the best example of how it's not worked so far. You're right, Rowan.
I can't get comfortable.
You will get there eventually.
Literally, my legs were killing this first half, and I thought I fixed it here.
Right. You will get there. But that Juventus Lyon game was
so hot. I'm just sticky. I hate it.
It's not nice, is it? It is really, really sticky. If you don't live in the UK right now, we've had like a week and a half where it's just been really hot and not nice.
I love the way we're complaining. Probably a lot of countries do get super hot weather because we're never used to. We don't have AC or anything.
Oh god,
horrible.
We're complaining. It's like, it's 25 degrees. There'll be someone watching this right now. Be like, it's 30, 35 degrees where I live. And we're fine with it. Alexis put, there is, however, an ego issue with VAR. Referee associations want to make themselves more important than they are. Every sport faces issues where the referees want to make themselves the star. It's down to the sport's governing bodies to limit that. Referees just look for a way to be the ones that make the decision that decides the game. I think there's one person who does that more than any other ref, and that is Mike Dean.
Yeah. Like I say, some sports like the NFL, the issue is resolved fine. Other sports like the NBA, it could be a league-wide tangle. It's gonna, the NFL. I think I was talking to Kieran, or I was listening to a conversation between Kieran and Will, and their refereeing is very similar to ours, where they have a VAR system, but I don't think there's actually a VAR guy. It's a referee that makes decisions. It's just like a tech guy, and then the 4 onside referees, on like the 6 referees on the pitch, all make the decision together. So maybe it's a thing of a VAR decision. Both assistant refs, 4th official, and the referee all meet up at the camera, and you can hear the main referees say, like, discussing it. Something simple.
The thing is that they had that in the A-League. I don't know if anybody can remember quite a while ago, but the A-League, and it was something I think BT Sports shared, there was one game in the A-League where you could actually hear the communication between the referee
it was the guy's final match.
Yeah, exactly.
It
was good because you could hear every decision that was being made. You know, if somebody got a tackle, they were like, "No, that's not a foul. Play on," or "Stop it. Give him a yellow card. It's a bad foul." And I think that'd help a lot more if you could actually hear what's going on. And I know for people in the stadium, it's hard because you wouldn't be able to do that. But if you're watching as a viewer, at least after the game, you can listen to what's being said.
Yeah, like here's what you were saying in that Australian one. It's when you hear the referee go, nah, mate, and then when he's go, whoa, that's a yellow. Like, you could clearly tell the decision. And obviously he's going to speak more because he knows he's being mic'd, but we can hear him talk to his assistant ref. It helps so much just for clarification.
Yeah, exactly. You're spot on with that. Alexis put they go to the booth in the NFL, then make the decision on the field. If they can't agree with it, they go to the booth. And Taylor's put, and of course, challenge flags.
Is one of the best systems in all of sports. I know tennis has it, and I think, in NFL, they just throw the flag on the pitch. They think there's something wrong. So let's say one of the players goes down in the box. If that the football manager, let's say it's, I don't know, Eddie Howe. I know he's not manager, but it's first man that came to my head for Bournemouth. Let's say he throws the thing on the pitch. The referee immediately has to stop play and go to VAR, and he needs to, basically, the referee, the player, get clarification of, okay, that's a foul, that's not a foul. But maybe they only have a limited chance where they can sort of get a decision reversed or something.
I mean, we're quite lucky that we've not exactly had any questionable decisions yet in our games tonight, but I think we have seen a couple of questionable ones across the tournament, as Kieran perfectly said earlier about the game between Juventus and Lyon. The 2 penalties that were given were very questionable. Alexa put, I think the best way to use VAR and check it is when there is a stoppage of play or the ball goes out for a throw-in. They instantly go and check it instead of standing there with their hands on their device trying to listen to what people up in the box say. And you're right on that one, because I guess take the example of what they've been doing right now in the Europa League. They wait to hear what's happening, and then they go to the box. Wouldn't it be easy to go to the box straight away? You make your decision instantly. Of course, you're still hearing what's been said by VAR. So if they're saying, if they're saying it's a penalty straight away, then you don't have to go to the box. But it's when they stand there, they take their time, then they go, right now I'm going to go to the box. By the time you've done that, you've added 2 or 3 minutes onto the game where people are just sat there waiting, whether it's a goal decision, whether it's an offside, a red card. I think it wasn't a questionable decision, it was the right one, but it took them quite a while to decide the red card in your last game, when I think it was Mancini got sent off.
Yeah, it took them 2-3 minutes, about 5 minutes nearly. And then they did that to Tarman as well. Also, while we're ranting about referees, pause clock. It's the most simple feature. Get rid of extra time and literally just say, referee just says time off when he's making a VAR decision or someone's injured. Rather than, because a player might be down for 7 minutes and they might 5 minutes out of time as well. It's not fair. Just pause the clock. When player gets under go, restart the clock. It's very
exactly. It solves it. It definitely solves it. Alexis, but also the people in VAR we never see their decision process or the way that their decision. In every other sport, you can see.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was about to say, rugby, they have it as well. You can see. It's simple little things that they can just improve. Even if it's just a little camera, you don't even need to hear them. You can just see them making a decision. It helps so much more than just. No, it's just clarification, isn't it?
It's clarity for the fans, and I think that's the next thing they needed to really work on, because they tested the World Cup, the system was implemented, now the different leagues are using it. I think the next stage is to try and give clarity to fans so they know what's happening, because I think the amount of times this season right at the start, and not just in games like this but in the Premier League, when there was decisions being made but nobody knew why, and every game you'd probably watch on TV, it was pundits talking about, oh well, why this decision was made, and the decisions of the referee and questionable moments. Just clarification helps out a hell of a lot, and it'd be good to see them try and kind of build on that. We've got plays coming out for the second half in my game.
I've got advert.
Oh, at least we're kind of synced up in ours, because I think every time Kieran and Kieran go live with their games, usually one of them's got 5 minutes additional time or something like that.
Well, it happened with ours because someone went down injured and his game finished like 7 minutes after mine, so I loaded up his. And I was like,
Chris has asked us.
I'm about to say, yeah.
Perfect time on that one. What do you think about the signing Kostas Tsimikas, the Greek winger?
I'll say mine first because you know a lot more. I find it's a good replacement if Robertson gets injured. Very good replacement and build him up because he's only young, isn't he?
Yeah, very young.
It's a great replacement. I've just seen Junior Moraes' goal. What? Not you, buddy. Siri's trying to talk to me. Yeah, I think it's good. A sub. We're never going to see Jimmy Milner at left back again. But yeah.
Yeah, I do think it's a good signing. I know they wanted Lewis from Norwich, but he's very... I'm not going to say very similar in terms of how good Robertson is to Tsimikas, but he's very similar in style to him. He's got a good amount of assists in the Greek Super League. He is quite good going forward, so I think it's a great signing. He's 24, he's young, at £11 million. If you have him for 5 years, 10 years, let's say that's £1.1 million per year. It's a bargain signing for me, and it's little deals like that'll probably go under the radar this season, and I think it's a good deal. Kieran's put, think back to the United-Southampton game when Brendan Williams went down injured. Took us at least 6 to 8 minutes to get him off, and we had no idea how many minutes at a time there was. Great example. Great example indeed. We're now into the second half of the Shakhtar game. We've kicked off now. Shakhtar, 2-0 now.
So we're going to have a bit of a difference.
Yeah, I think we're going to be probably about 2 minutes ahead of you, but 2-0 at halftime. They're in the lead in this one. Fantastic first half. And I tell you what, Basel have to come out in this game because so far we saw yesterday when Inter Milan took the lead in their game. I think they went 2-0 up, and Leverkusen then scored to make it 2-1. They showed fight and passion. It's quite the opposite right now with Basel. Not a real great deal going on so far.
I mean, for my game, both teams they've got a half now to get something. If they don't, what's it called? Final comments from Alexa. We'll run through them quickly. But they should also try to avoid going through the NFL route, where the instant replay system limits your ability to change the call. The NFL system only allows you to see whether the call on the field is right or wrong. It doesn't allow you to change the call itself on the field if it is wrong on principle. For example, at the World Cup, if you remember when Switzerland played Serbia, Mitrovic was pulled down by 2 players, and the referee called a foul on Mitrovic. You couldn't even go to VAR to check it because he already called the foul on Mitrovic. Whereas had he not blown anything or the ball had gone out of play, he could have checked it. Who do you support in NFL as well, Alex? It seems like you got a lot of knowledge.
Oh, good chance for Basel. Well, they've got to come out on the front foot here. As far as I'm aware, they haven't made any changes yet. It was Campo, the Swiss midfielder, dinking the ball into Cabral, who just couldn't take the right touch. Had he have got a touch there on the ball, I think he would have slotted that into the back of the net, but good chance for the Brazilian youngster.
Oh, wow. It's not sports news, but Halo Infinite's been pushed back to 2021.
Really? I thought they'd just announced it and everything. Jesus.
Today I want to share the news. Halo Infinite. We've made a difficult decision
Shakhtar
to shift our release.
Tyson into Marlos, backheeled it to Marash, who comes in from an offside position, surely. And the flag's up.
I'm about to say it would be the worst start for Basel to concede. Yeah, they've pushed it back.
Wow.
Ooh.
Chris has put, I have to go, Josh and Rowan. Take care, stay safe. Thank you very much, Chris, for joining us. Have a great rest of the evening, buddy. But yeah, no, there was a little opportunity there for Shakhtar to make it 3-0. Not exactly what you want, but it was actually Matavenko bombing down on the left-hand side. I've got to say he's been fantastic so far, and I'll be very surprised if he's there next season. He was linked with Arsenal in January, linked with Manchester City. He's a left-footed defender, which, we've said about it before. Nathan Ake signing for Manchester City. There is a real lack of left-foot defenders across European football. He can play left-back, centre-back and right-back. So he's very, very dynamic in terms of his positions. And I think we might see him in the Premier League soon. Good chance for him there.
Sorry, I was my game has finally kicked off with 50 seconds in.
There we go.
I think there's been a sub.
We'll be 3 minutes in front of you in this one.
I think there's been a sub in my game because I know I've just heard him. Never mind, they're just talking. No, never mind. He said Johnny, and I thought Johnny, come on, but he's injured.
Yeah, he's out for. Is he out for like 5 or 6 months? I think.
I think they said he was out for a while. That's why Vinaigrette is him.
Yeah, I thought he was out for a bit. Alexis, but if we're talking about games, considering how bad The Last of Us 2 was ruined, I feel kind of disgusted even think about anything Halo, GTA 6, whatever. Yeah, I heard a lot of bad things about Last of Us 2.
I said I couldn't play it. Campos is outside the box. He's still going now. He's had to play it back to Jordan. The ball's still in play. It's going to be Suso now. Puts the ball in to the back post. Dorte has to head it out for a corner.
Vidma coming forward here from right back, lofts the ball into the box. He's actually tried going for goal, and it's a simple cross that goes into the hands of Piatov. And I think it was actually one of the players just trying to sneak in at the back post there. It looked like Campo had made of running forward, trying to get behind Piatov just in case he kind of let the ball go. And Basel in here, he's chipped it. Oh, well, I tell you what, 5 minutes in, they've had a few decent chances here. Cabral again, he's looking a lot more dangerous than he did in the first half. It was a header from Stock that's kind of bobbled towards Cabral. He's tried to dink it over Piatov. He thinks Khrushchev's got a touch on the ball for a corner, but the linesman said no. It was actually Cabral with a touch there.
Suso! Oh, it's blocked.
And the referee's overturned it.
Hold up, sorry. Adama's just been dispossessed outside the box. And Sevilla took it back, but corner comes in. And then it goes to the side. Suso takes past 2 Wolves defenders, just has a whip at it, and Saiss does make the block.
Well, the corner came in. Alderete coming up from the back there to try and head it. He's fouled Piatov, and once again, they're not really using their corners well tonight in set pieces, giving away a lot of free kicks to Shakhtar, which they'll be more than happy with, and Piatov can clear his lines.
Well, Campos is just doing incredible there. Again, getting past, I think it's by Doherty and Code, and then it's kicked to Code. All the Wolves players were claiming a goal kick, but it's gone out for a corner. I think it's Region who'll take it. You're going to be looking at Diego Carlson, Jules Koundé there.
Koundé scored a header, didn't he, last week?
He did, and he's nearly gone to him, but he's sniffed out by... He's got gloves on, he's got yellow tape on, so that's Dendonka, I think. No, it's
Jimenez. Hoping that... Oh, it's Jimenez. There you go.
Yeah, I couldn't figure it out, but
you'd be hoping that Koundé's afro helps him out with the headers tonight.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, it helped him last. And Saiss is just going to get his yellow card now. He's made 2 sort of reckless tackles this half, so he's going to get one now.
Shakhtar on the attack. Tyson in the box, staying on his feet. Could have gone down there. Could have potentially been a penalty, but he does the right thing and stays on his feet. And Basel trying to go on the counter attack there. Palulu trying to bomb up on the left-hand side. Dodo takes him down. Yellow card for the Brazilian fullback. Still 2-0 in this one. Wolves 0, Sevilla 0. We're getting closer and closer to extra time and penalties.
I mean, you need them 2 goals, but Wolves Sevilla, come on.
Yeah, I as I said, I think if Basel can get a run going here, maybe they could worry Shakhtar. But if they get one more goal in this game, because it's a single league fixture, it's going to pretty much be done and dusted. But for you right now, 0-0, maybe we might see a penalty shootout, and then I'll try and sync it up.
If it goes straight to time, we could try to sync up.
Here come Basel on the counter, on the attack again. Of course, they've got to go for it.
Oh, that's poor communication there. Does it keep it in? It doesn't.
Lofted in. Cleared away. They are looking very, very dangerous, Basel. I've got to say credit to them.
It's crossed in high by Region, and none of the Sphere players have gone for it. Saiss can just leave it, and Patricio can collect it. He says he heads it out for a Sevilla throw-in. It's poor miscommunication.
It's little mistakes like that can cost, especially if that's in the attacking half of play as well. You're giving away throw-ins and free kicks. And Sevilla, they've got players to get on the attack on set pieces.
That's lovely. Campos has just megged Vinaigrette.
I like Campos as a player. I think he's probably one of their standout players this season.
He's very good, isn't he? I think after watching against Roma, I realised how good Region and Campos were.
He's very under the radar.
Yeah, Campos is definitely under the radar. The things he does, it's not even when he's playing. He'll cut across from the wings. So let's say Suso's not on that right wing. Campos is currently there now. And you know what? It's been all Sevilla. Right? I say that, and it's going to be... Never mind. Never mind.
We got a free kick for Shakhtar again. Tyson made a lovely run forward. It was, to be honest, it was 1 versus 3 there. He got 3 defenders on him. Vidman making a foul on him. This is in I'd say about 30 yards out. It's not necessarily in the middle. It's towards the far left-hand side. So I'd assume that this is going to get crossed in because it doesn't look like the right angle to be taking a shot. Marlos and Tyson, probably the 2 players that most people know from Shakhtar standing over this. Marlos is going to take it. I mean, he's been a great servant for them. He was actually Brazilian. Now Ukraine lost it into the box. Somebody does get a slight header on it. I think it was Krychev there, the Ukrainian centre-back. Doesn't actually get a touch, and it's going to be a goal kick.
Just one.
Good.
Sorry.
Good.
So I was going to say Sevilla. It's all right. I was going to say Sevilla just been pushed back into their own half now, but they're coming up with heads now. That's...
How's Navas done? Because in that last game, he said he looked quite good.
He's done his job. He's done very similar to the Roma game. Not particularly. He hasn't been as involved in attacking, but obviously because Wolves are playing that far at the back. I think it's a quarter-final as well against a tough team. They wanted to be playing it safe, so he's sitting more as an actual right back rather than sort of a right wing back. But yeah, playing great.
I guess as well because they got the lead quite early, didn't they, against Roma, that they were able to be a bit more flexible and go for it. While in this one, because it's 0-0, you make one mistake. Actually, 2 seconds here because Taylor and Raphael has gone down injured, and he's definitely going to be coming off. I think his hamstring's gone. We're 55 minutes in, so it definitely can't be cramp at this stage. And just looking at that, his hamstring's gone there. He's gone to run for the ball. He's done a ball roll, which I actually think's cost him there. And made him go down. So I think we're going to have a change here very, very shortly in this match. But by the way, thanks for everybody who's been liking tonight as well. If you are new, we greatly appreciate it if you do leave a subscription. We've got plenty more watch-alongs to come, as you can see on the screen right now in terms of the Champions League. We've got the other Europa League watch-alongs as well. We're 1 subscriber away from 650. So you could be that person to put us there. So close. In fact, we were at 650 and we were at 652 and then it dropped down again because I think it was fake accounts.
Who do they think they are?
Unbelievable. But yeah, just looking at it, that ball roll has cost him. I don't know what he's done there.
I mean, do Basel look like they're actually going to get back into this game?
I'd say with the second half, much better than the first half. This kind of first couple of minutes, there's been a couple of good chances for Cabral, but it's so important, Rowan, in this game that they get a goal within the next 10 minutes because the longer this game goes on, Shakhtar can get comfy, they can sit back a bit more, and most importantly, they can counter-attack, which they did that against Wolfsburg, and as we know, in that last 5 minutes, they scored 3 goals against them.
Yeah.
They've got a set piece, by the way, here. Free kick.
Basel, you're just going to hope you can replicate what they did.
Well, exactly. It's going to be lofted in here. Poor set piece. And just as I say that, they're on the counter-attack here. It's 2 versus 2. It's Tyson and Alan Patrick is laid off the ball to Marlos, who has got a good chance to get through on goal here and maybe make it free. He decides to wait for runners. He's gone down. There's going to be a free kick just towards the corner flag on the left-hand side. And Palulu, who's had to come really far back from his left wing position, not happy with the referee's decision there.
What a name.
Palulu. It's a lovely name. Palulu.
Now Sevilla handball? No, I'm not going to give it. Navas giving the assistant referee some evils right now.
Not happy. Handball.
No, he wasn't even in the box or anything. Oh, he's turned him. Oh, Jordan. I'm going to call Jordan. I'm not even going to call him by his Spanish name. He is Jordan. He's called for handball.
Free kick's going to be lofted in here by Shakhtar. Lofted in by Alan Patrick towards Krychev, who does get his head onto it. And the goalkeeper, is that gone over the line? The referee says no, it's not going to be a corner. And Basel on the counter-attack here. Good opportunity here for them maybe to make something.
I want them to check VAR here.
What's happened in that game?
Well, Jordan takes a shot. They're just going to show it on BT here. It comes off his. Oh. Nah, it's not. It's not a penalty. Yeah.
No penalty.
You're all right. No. It was a possible handball because Neves sort of puts his hand behind him and it bounced up off his foot onto his hand, but it's not. Yeah, it's not a penalty in my opinion, anyway.
Well, we're not going to change here. Xhaka isn't actually looking like he's coming off here. It looks like he's been able to shrug it off. It might not have been his hamstring that's gone. Maybe a slight tap on the shoulder. Just checking here, actually. No, he is coming off now. He's actually just knocked the ball out of play. So there is going to be a change now. I think, just trying to see who's coming on here. I don't know whether it was the ball roll he did that's caused his hamstring to go, because he had a slight knock. Somebody got a slight tackle on him, and then he did a ball roll, and I don't think that's helped him at all.
This is good from Will. Sorry, I'm going to go on the wing. He's trying to spin Jesus Navas. Navas sort of holds his ground. Ball's outside the box. Moutinho. Neves. Oh, why is he shooting from there? When it's 0-0 in a quarterfinal, you can't be attempting that. It would have been an amazing goal.
Martin's come on for Xhaka in this game, and Alexa Vu just put random New York Yankees hat, lol. Major League Baseball has the worst job of transfer.
Have you heard about this, Josh? I know you're not.
I haven't.
Basically, so the NBA, they're all in a bubble. The NBA's basketball, they're all in a bubble Disney. And all fine, no positive cases. The MLB have returned to play the sports, but they don't have to go in a bubble. They don't have to isolate. They can do whatever they want. And yeah, a full team got coronavirus, I think.
Jesus I don't Christ.
know. Basically, the other day, I'm moving house soon. And the other day, we were going through my box and I found this. And it turns out it fits my fat head. So we're going to wear it. We're wearing it.
The problem is, would they have not looked at the other sports going on and thought, well, why don't we do bubbles?
Yeah, they should have, but... Will made this good point in on stream, but... I mean, it's ball from Nezra. I know it's not how you pronounce it. He just kicks the ball out of play. Will was saying, like, with the NBA, it's easy because it's only 15 players per team, 15 people. Practically, it's 5 players, 5 subs. They're 5 coaching staff. So it's only 15 per team, whereas NBA and the MLB and NFL have obviously got larger teams. But yeah, horrendous. Absolutely horrendous what they've done.
Kieran's just put in the chat as well. If Wolves and Sevilla go to extra time, they won't have that fitness advantage over United, which is spot on there. It'll be 2 teams that will have played at least 120 minutes of football. Of course, it might even be more depending on if it goes to penalty shootout.
Was that on the YouTube chat? Or private?
Yeah, it's come up on the YouTube chat. I think the thing is with StreamYard, it comes up quite late after. There we go. And Alex plays baseball. It's America. They have the fuck you, we know best attitude.
I mean, it's true.
And I've got it up on my phone as well.
That's fine. I've got no subs here.
Basel coming forward. Your favourite player on the ball, Palulu.
Palulu? Oh, Navas has found a Campos. It's squared across. And Jordan.
Back to Palulu. He's gone down. Ref says no penalty. This might get checked here. Palulu's gone down. I'm going to keep saying his name because Rowan loves it, but I surely the referee has to check this. It was a lovely 1-2 between Palulu and Campo, and just looking at it now, I think it's the right decision, to be fair, to not give it. Looking back at it, a bit soft there. Dodo slightly does clip him, but not harsh enough to be a penalty, I think.
Dodo made me laugh. Yeah, in my game, Campos cuts through the defence again, squares it to Jordan.
Sorry to butt in. They are checking it. It is a VAR check.
Basel. Alexa, who do you support on NFL, if you do support one? I'd like to know. Because if you haven't heard, there is an NFL podcast. It's currently in hiatus as well, along with the football one. But I know they'll be coming back when the season restarts. Just because they're struggling for content and they don't want to force something which isn't what they want to do. But yeah,
the thing is, you've got a lot of content out right now.
Well, yeah, there's something
VAR,
every day.
Yeah, it's a busy time of the Festival of Football. VAR, they are still checking this. There could be a penalty here for Basel. Now, with half an hour to go, this could be a massive lifeline for the Switzerland club. Are Shakhtar about to have a potential worry on their hands? Looking at this replay right now, Palulu went down because of Dodo. Now, when you look at it, he hasn't got the ball, and the referee says check over, no penalty.
Ooh.
And the corner goes in. Cleared away.
You know, if that is an out-and-out penalty, right, and Basel must feel thinking, I support Chicago Bears. Well, in the sports corner, Josh, did you have a team? Did you ever choose one? I'm
not going to lie, I don't know.
He never chose one. I'm a first-year fan, but it's the Jacksonville Jaguars because of Gardner Minshew. And then you've got Kieran, who's a Vikings fan, and you've got Will, who is a Cowboys fan who knows a lot more.
Actually, it might be in Steelers, I think.
Steelers.
From memory. It might be the Steelers. Cabral's gone into the book there. Foul from when the corner was whipped in. Once again, they're terrible today. They've had a lot of corners, Basel, but they seem to consistently keep fouling Shakhtar players. And I can't even remember where they've had one corner where it's just properly gone in and either been cleared or an opportunity on goal. And Shakhtar in here again. It's a lovely run from Junior Moraes. Now into Marlos at the edge of the box. He's now in the box. Back to Moraes. Trying to get back to Marlos. Cleared away.
It's been all Sevilla. Navas has just done a lovely chip through ball there. And it doesn't go through to anyone, but Sevilla are just mounting the pressure on Wolves. And Wolves need something that I don't know. Maybe you take a risk, go to 4 at the back, and just have some Morpher ready for a counter-attack.
It's very rare seeing Wolves go 4 at the back. It's an interesting approach today.
Well, they're currently Van Nesri. Oh, he's saved by Patricio. And he breaks through 3 Wolves defenders. He just keeps on sticking his foot. And the final one, he sticks it, puts it into the path of the net. And Patricio, quite an easy save, but putting that entire Wolves, it beats Dendonka, it beats Code, it beats the size. And it just can't put it in.
Alexis put, I had the fortune of living in that great city, but beside that, I just love a team that lives through defence. My football allegiance to black and white demands me to support of the Raiders. That extends me to liking Newcastle, Juventus. Also, I haven't actively kept up too much with the players and teams of free agency for a long time, but I try to watch as much as I can. They're in here, Shakhtar. The goalkeeper's come out. He's lobbed him. He's chipped him. Oh, he's missed it. What's he doing? Oh, it's a major chance for Basel to get back in it, and Cabral, who I've said has done so well tonight in this second half. Piatov comes out, he gets the ball around him, he chips him, and he just has to take his time because the chip goes wide of the mark, and he knows he should have had that in the back of the net. Could that be the opportunity that cost Basel tonight a potential chance of getting in? Unbelievable.
Open net as well.
Chip. I'd have said pretty much in the position where we taken the ball around the goalkeeper, it was pretty much an open net. But it's not the most great of angles. He's gone for the bicycle kick. He's cleared away. He's going for it. Cabral has gone mental. If he's not going to score a chip, he's scoring a bicycle kick.
He's just done a line of coke for a second half. I'm just going to wackiest goal you're ever going to see.
Oh, my God. I don't know whether the referee's given high foot here. Oh, well, there was a couple of players claiming for handball from the bicycle kick. There might be a potential VAR check here.
Oh, Jesus.
Ref has said to stop play for a second. This game has gone mental. I'll tell you what, Rowan.
Let's say Sevilla, I've got a free kick now.
20 minutes in, Basel are the better side in this, and they're checking for a penalty.
Oh, we've got a free kick. Suso's going to cross it in. Oh, no, he doesn't. He plays it short. Oh, you know what? This could have worked.
No penalty.
Suso takes a free kick, and instead of crossing in, he squares it across. I think it's ever Banega. It's definitely a set piece setup. It is to Banega, so they pass it out wide to Banega. Banega goes to cross it in, and it hits the back of the referee. And it's definitely a training setup. But yeah,
it's a cagey game. It sounds really cagey. This Basel game, though, honestly. They're doing really, really well. They just need that goal to give them the confidence, and they're edging ever closer. Shakhtar pretty much playing on the counter-attack now in this second half. They've got that 2-goal cushion, so it isn't a case of necessarily having to desperately push forward. As for Basel, they've had chances, but they're not taking them. And now Shakhtar have got a free kick that could potentially lead to a third goal.
If you're Sevilla, you're going to think, well, that strategy is ruined. It could have worked. It's a really nice training ground routine. But they won't be able to do it again because the Wolves will always have that eye on Banega.
Well, when Tyson's in here, on the left-hand side. Sorry to butt in. He's played it short to Moraes. He's come out to the edge of the box to Marlos. He's come back to Marlos again. He tried to pass it off to Moraes, but somehow he's got it back. And it's a poor ball towards Tyson. It's cleared away.
So Sevilla have had 6 corners to Wolves 0, and Sevilla have been dominating it. It comes in again. Bolly gets his head to it. It's going to go out to Suso. Suso will go 1-on-1. Cross comes in. Koundé! And he just puts it over. Sevilla, it's been all Sevilla this second half. We've got 25 minutes left, and I can only see Sevilla winning this.
Very, very lucky indeed. Still nil in that game, 2-0 in this game. So far, Jesselin said Basel with them 0 shots on goal. They're having chances, though, and that's the problem. Perfectly, as you said there, it's pretty much the Copenhagen situation. They're having chances, but they're not getting them on target. And as for Cabral, he needs to do something in this game because right now, although he's going for bicycle kicks, chips, and going for what you'd call an absolutely incredible goal, they just need to do the simple work to get a goal in the back of the net. There's 20 minutes left. One goal from Basel will make it a very, very nervy 20 minutes. Although in your game, Rowan, one goal could be the winner.
It could. Again, it's Sevilla coming on the counter-attack. It won't have the counter-attack, just the attack. It's down with Navas. He'll switch the play across to the wing. And it's still going in. They switched it again. Campos, can he find anyone? He can't. He goes to Navas back on the wing. Oh, Navas can't get it to a Campos. Vinaigrette will clear it.
Shakhtar trying to get a bit of possession on the ball now. It's kind of been probably their first spell of the second half where they've just taken their time and they come forward again. They're relentless on the attack. That's the only thing this team seems to kind of think about. They don't think about taking their time on the ball. It's all about just bombing forward and really putting the pressure on this Basel back line. And I've got to say, it feels like with the way that this game is going that Shakhtar could nick a third goal and all these relentless attacks from Basel will come up to nothing. But it's still 2-0. We've just hit the 70th minute mark. 20 minutes left of this one.
Campos to Suso. Again, now it's back to Navas on the wing. He'll cross it into the back post. And Region goes for it and he just runs into the back of Doherty. No. Yeah, he's not in there. Yeah, no, Region does go down, but he's not claiming for a penalty. He's just ran into him.
Do you think both sides will make changes soon? Because we're getting to that stage now where
I'm surprised the Wolves haven't for sure. Because Wolves
I
are
was thinking that.
Something. And I don't know what you do because Jimenez hasn't been in the game at all in the second half. Your centre backs look absolutely gassed out because they've had to defend consistently for 20 minutes now.
There's a 4-on-2 attack here. It's a poor ball from Marlos. And I've got to say, I said in that previous game against Wolfsburg, he was fantastic. His delivery and passing tonight has been really, really poor. It's a 4-on-2 against Basel there. In fact, I think he's actually going to be coming off here for Solomon. He is indeed coming off just as he was about to take the corner. He's not happy about it, but he's been poor tonight. And on comes the Israeli forward, Solomon. Fantastic at the virtual Euro 2020. Could he score again tonight?
I would say, is he Will's favourite player?
Yeah, I mean, he scored in that game against Wolfsburg, so he could do it again. And as one person gets taken off to take the corner, Solomon comes on and takes the corner this time. Could his first delivery be a goal?
No subs yet, and I can't see anyone warming up on this Wolves side or even the Sevilla side. The thing is, Sevilla, I feel like don't need to. Maybe you bring Munir on for Suso, but Suso's had a decent game. Same with the Campos. I don't think you take them both off. And Nezri maybe.
The goalkeeper slipped. Oh. Nikolic, he's nervy. He's very nervy. There's a cross that's gone into the box, Rowan. He's gone to dive for it. Completely missed it.
Advantage has been played. Nezri, there's a fly on my screen, and he doesn't think it, but there was a Sevilla player down. I don't know if he's back up. I don't know who it is.
I think the goalkeeper got a very slight touch on the ball there, but he was lucky because he came out way too early for it. There's going to be 3 changes here for Basel. Cabral has come off for Ademi. That's the first change. No Ricky van Wolfswinkel yet. The second change in this game is going to be, as they take their time, it is actually Ricky van Wolfswinkel. He's just got himself sorted out. He's come on for Valentin Stocker, so he's going to be playing on the right-hand side of the attack. He's been playing right wing a lot this season for Basel in the few games he's played. And Ramirez, not that Ramirez, the Brazilian midfielder. This is another Brazilian midfielder. 20-year-old Ramirez on the pitch.
And Wolves are making their first sub. It's going to be Pedro Neto coming on for João Moutinho. And I maybe see Diego Carlos coming off for Sevilla. Carlos goes down. He sort of has an awkward landing. His leg sort of stretches out. He's clutching his thigh.
Oh, Tyson's in. Penalty.
Oh, boring.
Well, just as the substitute comes on at the back. In fact, It looks like it's Fry who's made the mistake there. Just look at the replay here. It was Tyson who was bombing forward. It's a poor pass into the path of Fry. It isn't Fry which has made the tackle there. He's just close by to Tyson. It's actually one of the substitutes that came on, Marchand, who came in about 15 minutes ago, who's made the tackle, taken Tyson down. It's a penalty for Shakhtar. This could be game, set, and match. And if you're a Shakhtar fan, you're going to be absolutely delighted here because Alan Patrick looks like he's going to be taking the penalty. And with 17 minutes left, this tie could well and truly be done.
And Diego Carlos is back up working, which is, it's probably a saving grace for Sevilla because it means they don't have to waste a sub on a centre-back. And also a centre-back who's probably not going to be as tired as this Wolves one.
Referee's giving a talking to the goalkeeper right now with his antics. He's coming off his line, trying to put off the penalty taker, Alan Patrick, trying to do all he can. Remember, if this goes in, it really is game, set, and match.
Left, trust me.
Bottom left, I'm going to go top right. Here we go then. Alan Patrick looks like he's going to be taking it here.
Not to be confused with Alan Partridge.
In fact, no, I think Junior Moraes has gone to take it instead. Taking their time. Steps up. Straight down the middle. It's in the back of the net. And it's 3-0 Shakhtar. Luis Castro, the manager.
Again, Josh.
Absolutely delighted.
Cross comes in. It's in the box. Campos. It's shot against Willy Bolly. Bolly's cleared it to Adama. Now Adama's going to run, and that's a great tackle there by Benega. And it's Benega and Nezri linking up. Benega and Campos linking up. And free kick has been given. Now Wolves will go on the counter-attack. End-to-end action with Jimenez. Takes back to Doherty. Doherty's going to look for Traore. And he doesn't take it. Now they'll slow down the play.
It is Alan Patrick who takes it. It's towards the middle of the middle of the goal. It kind of is pushed it towards the right. The goalkeeper went the right way, just kind of moved to his left before moving to the right. Had he not done that, he'd have probably saved it. Not the most convincing penalty in the world, but Alan Patrick, he puts it in the back of the net. It's 3-0 Shakhtar. There's 15 minutes left. I said they might go and get the third goal. They've got it now. Surely it's game over. Surely. I mean, if they were to get a comeback.
Jimenez goes for it. Oh, and he doesn't win it. Koundé and Jimenez are going to be about. Koundé uses his strength to block him off. And,
how long's left of your game, Rowan?
17 minutes.
Can it go to extra time, please? Just so I could join you for that one. I want to get my BT Sport ready just in case, but at the same time, I'm like, no, my luck, I'll get it up and then they'll score.
No, look, 91st minute, Traore just drills it home from 70 yards.
Oh, I'll get it synced up as well. Let's see what happens first. We've got 17 minutes left. 15 minutes left in this one. 3-0 Shakhtar. It's been a great game of football.
Shakhtar got 3 goals late on in the last game. Can Basel repeat it?
The thing is, there's 40 minutes left. It's very, very doubtful. But if they can get 1 goal back in the next couple of minutes, put the nerves on Shakhtar, there's strange things have happened. I mean, it would be one of the most sensational comebacks in European history to get 3 goals in 15 minutes. And the free changes have only just come on as well. But I think it's game, set, and match.
Nezri's done great there. He's forced a corner. Vosvir, it's taken quickly. Suso cross it in now. And it's... And it didn't go far enough. And
I'm getting nervous now. Every time you say there's an opportunity, I'm like, don't score.
Who do they think they are? I mean, Wolves have been a bit more pressing now. Still nothing's happening for them. They had 1 attack earlier on. But Traore, when Sevilla attack, the attack with pace or meaningfulness, whereas Navas now across the wing, crosses the ball, and this time back post. Doherty does eventually get it cleared for a throw-in for Sevilla. But Wolves didn't have that pace on attack. If Traore just speeds up his attack, puts it in early, Jimenez won't be double marked.
Change here for Shakhtar, of course. Now they could probably start resting players ahead of their semi-final game against Inter Milan next week. Alan Patrick, the penalty taker, who scored a moment ago, has come off. Victor Kovalenko, the young Ukrainian midfielder, comes on as Basel have a set piece. He's lofted into the box. He's headed down by one of the Basel centre-backs. Cleared away. Unlucky there for Basel.
If Shakhtar do everything, it's a big opportunity for them to really take down one of the European giants. We expected to really be in the Champions League. Oh, Benega. Dangerous free kick in Alpha Sphere, but Benega takes a shot. He skies it. And this is a major opportunity. Like,
oh, God.
Big.
It's nerve-wracking. I can
show you it if you want, Josh. But
go for it.
Have you got your phone?
I have indeed. I've got my phone on me.
See, look, this is how we do on the top corner. We still want everyone to see the major moments. Where's Josh? There you are. Let's ring you.
There we go. I can have a look now.
I'll put my mic on mute so you can't hear me. So
there we go.
Hello.
Let me turn that down.
Right.
I'm looking at the opportunity.
You can even see on the thing.
Here we go.
There you go. I'll turn this down. I don't think you can hear the thing. See, this is what you get on the top corner. Josh gets to watch all the action. Unfortunately, you lot can't. You can probably see the glint off the back of the case, but it's only green. But look, you see where this free kick is.
This is a dangerous area for that free kick.
Just outside the box, you expect Ever Banega to step up. You've got Suso standing over it.
I think he's going to hit the bar with this one. Good opportunity to take the lead. Shakhtar coming forward, by the way. Good defending at the back there from Vidma and Petretta.
Referee's just having a word with the wall. I thought I'd put Josh on. I'd ring Josh just to see, as Banega will be stepping up to take this.
I've got BT Sport, but knowing my luck, I'd get on there and the chance would have gone. But here we go. I think he's going to hit the bar.
As Banega steps up. He chips it! Oh, it's a
he did hit the bar, I think, as well.
No, it's a great save by Rui Patricio.
Oh, unlucky there.
That's an incredible save by Banega. Just dinks it over the wall incredibly. And Patricio gets a hand to it.
I thought he hit the bar there. That is an outstanding save from the goalkeeper. Alina's back says, yeah, that was a great game. 3-0 Shakhtar, I'm with you. It's been a quality performance from them tonight. And I said earlier, I did think they'd get the third goal, and fantastic for Shakhtar. But there's a set piece here for Basel. 10 minutes left. They need a goal. Time is running out.
For Wolves now, it's going to be Diego Jota. So Sevilla not making any subs yet.
Still.
Yet to make any. But in fairness, when you dominate in possession and play, is there any point? They're going to take the corner. Banega whips it in. Goes all the way out to the back.
Palulu back heels it. Cleared away.
And it's still all Sevilla. And it's very poorly cleared by Raul Jimenez. And when I say cleared, it's not cleared at all. Bolly wins the header. You've got Pedro Neto on the wing now. And he's tackled.
Has Diogo Jota come on in the Wolves game?
He's coming on.
Perfect timing. I was just about to say, somebody like him might just be able to change the game up. We've got to change the Shakhtar as well.
Yeah, he's coming on for... I'll wait until the number goes up.
It's very
number 37, it's Adama. Adama's coming off.
Wow.
And Jota's coming on. Adama, he won the penalty earlier on in the game. And then he's been quite quiet. Adama off, Diego Jota on, and you look at Adama Traore and you just think, Jesus Christ. Imagine just stepping up against him. You just wouldn't want to.
It's crazy because you think back at his days at Middlesbrough, how he was this really lean kid, and now he's got all of the strength and might. It's crazy. Shakhtar on the attack here. There is going to be change in the moment. Tete is coming on for Shakhtar, but they're bombing forward here. Referee's giving a free kick to Basel. Nothing's going to come of it, and the change should surely be made soon. Wolves 0, Sevilla 0. There's about 10 minutes of that game left.
11 minutes and 5 seconds to go.
Oh, please.
There'll be a little bit of time added on as well because Diego Carlos went down for a bit.
No drinks breaks as well, actually, in these two games tonight.
Banega plays a really lovely long ball. Bolly does clear it. It's going to go out for a corner for Sevilla again.
What a perfect way to leave the club, though, if Banega could potentially win it for Sevilla and leave on a high note. He was great in the other game, but...
If Sevilla win this, they dominate this game, by the way. The second half, Wolves haven't had a chance. 10 corners now to 0.
Jesus.
Yeah. Banega now. He'll cross it in again. He takes it quicker than usual. Don't make it past the first time. But you know what? Wolves, they're not going to miss something without having Traore because you've got Pedro Neto there, who will be running down the wing now. Jordan is going to cover him. Neto's still going. He crosses the ball and it's blocked by Jordan, cleared by Diego Carlos. And this is what you want to see from Wolves. Constant pressure now on Sevilla. And Sevilla, I think, will clear it out. That's a poor pass by Carlos, so he's giving it away. But Wolves have had to go back.
Basel doing exactly what you said about Wolves going back. 7 minutes left. It's pretty much looking done and dusted here for the Ukrainian side, unless there is something unbelievable that happens here Balulu, he's on the left wing. Can he maybe make something here? Still got the ball, Palulu.
Long ball through to Neves. Squares it
Long range.
across. Ooh. And Pedro Neto's coming across there, but there was no one there, and Bono does collect it. I'm just gonna turn my TV on so I've got a bit more light in my room.
That's all right. Yeah, he's getting very dark here. I mean, it is now nearly 20-10 in the UK. Shakhtar 3, Basel 0 in this game. What a great game this has been tonight. Wolves 0, Sevilla 0. Still very tight. Plenty of time for goals in that one and maybe extra time and penalties. Shakhtar coming forward here. Solomon is round one. Good work from him. Lofty, low ball into the box. Good save from the goalkeeper. It's a very, very powerful effort here. Trying to get it towards the path of, I think it is, in the midfield there, just trying to get the ball. Dodo actually is bombed forward, but he couldn't get it to him. Nikolic saves it, and it's been poor tonight from Basel. I think Alexa said it earlier. This is as good as it gets for Basel.
Yeah,
they've had efforts, they haven't taken them.
9 minutes left in the game, and Wolves 2 attacks in a row now. It's better from the English side here.
They've got time. They can still nick it.
I'm trying to think. Do Wolves have a single English player in the starting 11? Conor Cody, yeah. For some reason I thought he was Irish.
3 changes for Shakhtar. Maicon is coming on for Marcus Antonio, who's been fantastic in the midfield tonight. So that's one of the changes made. As I said, I think Tete was another one of the changes that was coming on. And Fernando is coming on for Junior Moraes. So they are resting players now ahead of that next fixture, which I absolutely don't blame them. Might as well save the legs. Tyson as well, another one of those players coming off. So
back post. And it's another corner for Sevilla. Volley clears again. And it's Nezri who tries to get on the end of it. I think we'll see Nezri coming off. He does look a bit gassed out, but he's run hard this game. When Benega's playing these balls, Nezri does chase.
Basel have got a corner. 85 minutes on the clock here. Lots of changes being made. If they can get a goal or two, it would really change the complexion of the game. But, of course, they've not really had any opportunities really on target today. So it'd be unbelievable, but I highly, highly doubt it. It's going to be whipped in here by Campos. Hit low. Oh, it's a great, great chance to put it into the back of the net there. And I think it's Vidma, the right back, who gets the head onto it in the near post. He's got to score it.
Oh.
Chances galore. Wolves
yeah,
it's Sevilla.
It's Nasiri again. He gets his head onto it. And it's just off. I think it's another corner. It comes off Neves. But Sevilla so close again. Another corner, though.
It's getting tense now. This is the stage where you do not want to collapse, whether you've got a couple of goals ahead or whether it's 0-0.
It goes from post and Neto clears it.
4 minutes left. We'll probably have maybe a minute or two's additional time in this one. I can't see there being a great deal. There's not really been many stops and starts apart from that.
Suso's played a lovely ball there through to Koundé. Just a little bit too much on it, unfortunately. And
free
now
kick for Basel.
So slow coming out.
Yellow card for Bondar. No, of course. I think from now, yellow cards really properly take effect. So I know in the round of 16, they didn't majorly take effect, did they? I think they've kind of wiped them.
Sevilla making 2 subs here. It's Vasquez on for Jordan. Jordan having a great game as centre mid, or Jordan, but it's Vasquez coming on for him. Is that Lucas Vasquez, the Argentinian?
Lucas Vasquez is indeed.
And then De Jong's coming on.
I think this is going to get hit. It is hit indeed. Just over. Poor set pieces tonight from Basel have been awful. Really bad. I mean, this is a great opportunity for about 30 yards out to just cross it into a player. Campo decides to take the shot.
It's Ed Nezri who's coming off for De Jong. He's worked his feet off. And now De Jong will come on to try and make an impact.
Good finisher, De Jong. Could be the one to win the game, but Shakhtar on the attack here. It's 4 versus 3. They're through now on goal. Solomon got the ball. Great chance to end the game. It's in the back of the net. It's 4 to Shakhtar. That is game, set, and match. Super Shakhtar are into the semi-finals, and they have battered a Basel side who have been really good in the competition, but unfortunately, it ends here. It was lovely, lovely work from Solomon and Dodo. Just switch of play, and as I said, it was 3 against 2. It was Dodo bombing forward. on the far left-hand side. He's just onside. They might check that to see whether it's offside, but I think he's on. And he's on the far left-hand side. He's able to smash it in the back of the net. And this has been an absolutely rampant Shakhtar side tonight. Fantastic work and a brilliant, brilliant goal. Shakhtar 4, Basel now. Game over. And Kieran has said Luke de Jong to win it.
No, look at that. They put the same thing at the same time.
And they are having a VAR goal check here for the offside decision. It could get ruled out.
So Wolves have made 2 subs, and so have Sevilla.
So a few changes in that one. I think it's one of those decisions in this game, Rowan, where they're going to probably get the line out.
Can you hear a dog?
I can. Not too loud, though.
I need to mute my camera before I walk over to the window.
But yeah, no, there's going to be a VAR goal check here for the 4th goal for Shakhtar. It's one of those decisions, as I said before, where it's really, really close. It could be onside, it could be offside. They will probably get the line out here. So it might take a minute or 2 in this one for the decision to be made. But either way, it doesn't really matter at this stage, whether they're 3 goals or 4 goals up. Shakhtar are going through and Basel are going home. And what a dominant performance this has been. And the goal, I think, has been given. It is 4-0 indeed. 4-0 Shakhtar.
I'm back. It was my neighbour's dog.
Oh, it's all right. And Alina's foot, that's real. It is indeed 4 goals. Shakhtar fans must not believe it right now. Unbelievable performance. And I tell you what, I'm sticking with my guns. I seriously think that Shakhtar, I think they could beat Inter Milan on the day.
Ball comes through. And Campos squares it, and it's well blocked by Size. Size, you know what I mean. And you know what? Sevilla is still coming. 3 minutes left on the clock of normal time.
I want extra time.
And you look at this game, the first half, all 15 minutes, all Wolves, they get that early penalty, 30th minute. Raul Jimenez missing. Then the second half has always been, cross goes in, it's a goal! And it is a goal. I know for Josh it's not good, but it's the man who has been on top tier form for Sevilla. Campos has flicked it. Lopetegui's not getting two in his head, but that is in.
Oh,
that's
an
incredible finish. Cross comes in. I think it's from Banega, and Campos just flicks his head back, flicks it to the bottom left. Just what the corner's took quickly out wide to Banega. Banega just cross it in, and Campos is unmarked by it's Jimenez. Jimenez and Neto, they're close to him. No, sorry, it's Jimenez and Coda. Campos flicks it over. He just does a quick look behind him as he heads it. Bottom left.
Wow.
And it's deserved. It is deserved from the Sevilla team. But if we wanted extra time, but Sevilla have got the goal that they needed. Now can they hold on for 2 minutes?
It's going to be a nervy 2 minutes. Basel coming forward here, maybe an opportunity to get a consolation goal. It's hit short. There is going to be a consolation goal, but the referee has said no. I don't know. No, he hasn't. It is 4-1. Well, they needed a goal a little bit earlier in this game. It's only going to be a consolation, and it's Ricky van Wolfswinkel with his first goal back, I believe, in the Europa League since he had that brain aneurysm last year, which kept him out of football for a long period, and that for him will be a massive, massive goal. And it's a lovely finish from the Dutch forward, but unfortunately in this game, it's not going to mean anything. 4-1.
And Sevilla have made a sub. Munir, that cross is world class. It shows Benega's class. But yeah, Munir's come on for Sousa.
We said it before, just a moment ago, about Banega potentially being the man who can lead his team to a potential win.
Well, thing is, do you know what I talked about earlier when it hit the referee in the back of the head? That's basically the same play they've done, but from a corner. 41, who's 41? Is it Fernando? I'm not sure. It's taken quickly to Banega. He's got so much open space. He just swings it direct into a Campos flicks in. Bernardo said, cheers, guys. Going to grab dinner. Thank you for joining us, Bernardo. Thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us. Silerio, the absolute legend. Basel in again. Good save by Piasov.
And there's 15 seconds left for this Wolves side to get something. And I'm surprised
Nuno hasn't additional time.
4, I'm guessing.
Shakhtar on the attack again. It could be an opportunity for 5 just to make it even more embarrassing. Mativenko on the far left.
There is 4 minutes. I was correct. Oracle.
I imagine now 4 minutes potential for
It's a
a
yellow card now.
equaliser.
It's either Deng Donk or yeah.
For the content, we want
No,
an
it's not Deng
equaliser.
Donk. It's Neves. Ruben Neves, not Bruno.
For the content, we want an equaliser. But if you're a Wolves
Yeah.
fan, you need to go. If
You
you're a
really
Sevilla fan, you don't want to concede here. About 40 seconds left of this Shakhtar game. There's 4 minutes of additional time. It's been a
There's
good
1
game
minute
of
30
football.
left of mine. And Sevilla now have been forced back to their own half. Jimenez I'm surprised Nuno hasn't made any attacking subs now. As I don't know, I can't see anyone. Well, who do you have on the bench really? But maybe you
Not a
bring
great
on
deal.
a bunch of fresh legs. Use all your subs.
Palulu.
Neves has played the
He's
ball
still
over the
going.
top though.
He's round 3. He's round 4. Palulu. This would be a great way to end Basel season. Palulu. Oh, well, he did all the hard work there to get from goal, but his finishing there was not good. He went past 4 Shakhtar players, and although it wouldn't have meant much in terms of the result, it would have been a fantastic goal to finish their season. The referee blows his whistle. Shakhtar are through. 4-1 victors in this game, and Shakhtar will be facing off against Inter Milan in the semi-finals.
Wolves have just had an opportunity. Neves plays the ball over the top. Just re-showing the goal. Banega just powers it in. It's a great header, but yeah, Neves plays the ball over the top, and Jimenez is chasing it down, and Koundé just gets low and heads it back to his keeper, Bono.
So it's an absolutely outstanding finish.
And a Campos is going to the corner, but he's lost it, and now Sevilla have won it back.
It's the situation which Wolves were pretty much in against Olympiacos.
Yeah, Vasquez has just fouled Finnegrara, whatever you call him. Patricio's going to play the ball across, but he's not in his net. But the ball's been pinged up top. There's a lot of Wolves. No one's there. Koundé wins it. Neves wins it in the mid, but Vasquez collects it. Vasquez does win it. He takes it to a Campos. A Sevilla and a Campos slows the game. He's going to that corner. He's not. He's cut inside. He's still going. And he's tackled by. It's Cody, but it's not as far as ever Banega. Banega's going to go short, and it's over the crossbar.
Oh, unlucky there.
It's a corner.
Yeah, slight deflection, I think. Very, very slight. If they can nick another goal here just to make things worse. 2 minutes left. Alexa says, Van Wolfswinkel heard our shouts and score. Also, Ever Banega continuing to stake his claim as one of the most underrated players in world football. Absolutely.
It's an incredible game.
Absolutely, indeed.
And now if you're Ever Banega,
imagine now.
Take your time.
You know, this corner gets whipped in. They're not going to whip it in. They'll take it short.
Yep. Are you watching it yet?
Yeah.
What time are you on? 3:12,
I'm on
3:13.
3:09, so I will be a little bit behind.
And it goes out for a goal kick. One final chance for Wolves.
Hoof it up. In fact, if I was a goalkeeper, lay it off to his centre back, give it back to the goalkeeper, just bomb on forward. Why not?
And you've given it away again. And De Jong will slow it down. 30 seconds left. Ball into the middle. Vasquez. Horrible touch. And it might be another corner for Wolves.
If he'd even got that touch there, he might have had an opportunity to make that 2-0 there. Poor from him. Yeah. And well, Wolves, I've got to say, in my opinion, he's not happy, Nuno, from what we've just seen there. He's fuming. But they weren't really good in that previous game against Olympiacos.
They have done it. Sevilla are through to the semi-finals. They will take on Manchester United. They will try to take on another English side, but they dispatch of Wolves. The first half, it was nearly all Wolves. The first 30 minutes, Jimenez gets a penalty. The 30th minute, he absolutely shanks it. Horrible penalty from Jimenez, and that will be on his mind. We come into the second half, and it's all Sevilla not giving Wolves a break. And the finalist, Ever Banega, who's it's a Campos, but it comes from an Ever Banega cross. And Campos flicks it past Rui Patricio. On the 88th minute, such a late goal, but you saw it coming. Obviously, for Josh, you wanted an extra time game. I did. But Sevilla outclassed in that second half. Outclassed Wolves there in the second half. Poor Raul Jimenez, but you've got to step up and score in penalties in vital moments. And he couldn't do it.
Absolutely. The manager that they originally wanted before, Nuno, Julian Lopetegui, knocks out Nuno Espirito Santo. 1-0 win for Sevilla. I might have wanted extra time as a neutral, but of course, it's a great win for them. And what a game we've got coming up in the semi-finals, because Man United will take on Sevilla. They've faced each other before. In fact, they faced each other, I think, about 2 or 3 years ago in the Champions League, which Sevilla won. And this is a very reignited Sevilla side. New manager. They finished 4th. In La Liga, got into the Champions League, and they look very, very dangerous. As for the other game that went on tonight, Shakhtar beat Basel 4-1. I might have said in my dreams I thought 3-3, but there was goals in this anyway. 5 goals, incredible performance from an incredible Shakhtar side tonight. They're going to go on to face Inter Milan in the semi-finals. Don't count them out, because they've been absolutely incredible on the attack. They've scored 3 goals in their last 6 Europa League games in a row. What could happen against Inter Milan? Wow, what an incredible set of games.
Yeah, and you know what? This United-Sevilla game is going to be tasty, just because both teams struggled until late on. And
Absolutely.
You know what? I think we're going to get some end-to-end action. You look at the possession stats. I don't know if you still got it up. Ball possession, Sevilla, 73%. Wolves, 27. When I meant outclassed, I meant outclassed. Sevilla played them off the park. Only 1-0 win, though, which it's not the most convincing.
Absolutely. But they did it in the end. Absolute domination on possession there. Alexis put Lukaku, Sanchez and Young to get revenge against United. He thinks it's going to be an Inter-United final. What a final that would be. And Kieran's put, looking forward to this Sevilla game. It's revenge and retribution time from a few years ago. Well, one interesting set of fixtures we've had. Great games tonight. As I said before, semi-finals are now going to be Shakhtar versus Inter and Manchester United taking on Sevilla. Of course, they will be coming up in the next week or so. But it's not just Europa League football that's coming up over the next few weeks as well, because starting from tomorrow night, the Champions League is back. Our festival of football continues with Atalanta versus PSG. It's attack v attack. Me and KL will be live from that one for that one at 7:45, kickoff at 8. My lord, that could have some goals in it. Another game that might have goals in it, RB Leipzig v Atletico Madrid. It's attack versus defense. Yeah. Remember, Atletico Madrid, they did knock out Liverpool. Can they knock out a side without Timo Werner? That's on the 13th. Yeah, it's going to be a great game. And you're going to be covering that one as well. You'll be with KL for that game. Incredible game that's going to be. And that is on Thursday night, sorry. You lose track of time with this coronavirus stuff. Thursday night.
No, we don't have a day break.
No days break. It's busy because on the 14th of August, on Friday night, me and KD are going to be live with the Clash of the Titans, Barcelona v Bayern Munich. You could say, on paper, the standout tie of the 4 games. They've had incredible ties before in the past. That 7-0 Bayern win, that incredible Messi solo goal. What could happen this time? That's on Friday night at 8 p.m. And then on Saturday night, KD and Rowan, they're going to finish off the quarterfinals on the 15th of August. Man City v Lyon. Good game that's going to be. And, of course, semi-finals on the 18th and 19th of August as well. So thank you very much, Rowan, for joining me tonight. It's been a great set of games.
It's been a hot game. It's been a tasty games. It's been very fun. Thank you very much for having me on today, Josh.
Thank you very much. We'll be back tomorrow, me and KL, for Atalanta versus PSG. The Champions League is back. What could possibly happen? If you're new, as always, do leave a like and subscription.